Guys, I gotta be so for real with you. My stream was supposed to be live on the starting soon screen for the last 5 minutes. I only just realized after I went to 𝘆cie thing and went to double check that I could get the link so I could post that I was live on Instagram, that it was not. That was supposed to be live 5 minutes ago. Hi. I was talking to no one for about a minute. Oopsies. Hello. Hi. Hello. How you doing? Emmy Gaming Time, real, and we're just gonna ignore that this stream started 5 minutes late, not because the stream was late, but because I pressed so the way that OBS works, is that like when you're working with scheduled streams the way I am, you press manage broadcast, right? And then you connect to the stream that you want to connect to, and it'll be like, yeah, start streaming. So start, giving it my fucking OBS info over to this stream on YouTube, right? And it's just like, okay, you're all set. And then after that, I have to press the go live button, and that's when it's actually properly live for you guys. I pressed manage broadcasts, and I guess I didn't press go live after. So while I thought I was showing you guys the starting screen for 5 minutes, you were actually seeing nothing. Oopsies. 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 But anyway, as I was saying, good morning. Aha! Hello! Hi! How are you guys doing? Let's yap for a sec while I moisturize my face. Hey, I'm new. Hello! I see your Sayori profile picture. You came just in time because we're about to get to our third poem time, and we're doing Sayori's route on this playthrough. Hello! Hi! Yeah, we're gonna chat for a sec before we get started on that because I need to moisturize my face because I just washed it, and I may be a little space cow, but traveling different dimensions and everything, different planets, it can really dry your skin out. There's a lot of different air qualities. Like, yes, it was Medusa's Masquerade, correct. There's a lot of different air qualities throughout the universe, man. Do you think it's tricky enough going from like some humid place, some dusty place within one country or whatever, or overseas? Imagine how it is when you go to places where they're fucking gas giants. You know what a gas giant does to your skin? Not very nice things. Songs I can't even sing to myself. It is a tricky one if you can't find the right range of stuff for it. I like that one. I like singing it. Punk, 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 punk. I'm posting that I'm live. Yay. I can't believe I was on the fucking starting soon thing for 5 minutes without realizing that it wasn't actually live, man. Man! Ooh it, ooh it, ooh it, ooh it, ooh it, ooh it. Listen, I may be stupid, but you know what I'm saying? It's there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can do. Too difficult. Yeah, it is a tricky one. Doesn't matter what you say, cause the flavor's all the same. It's a bitter like that. It gets stuck in my head a lot though. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna moisturize my little cow skin. Yeah. Moisture. I should do like we should do like, if I had ASMR mic, I would love to do like a skincare ASMR thing. Like or like a makeup one. Like ASMR, I used to watch these videos sometimes from these people, where it's like ASMR having your makeup done by like your Gyaru classmate or something. I'd love to do something like that. With all the nice ASMR noises of like moisturizer and little like makeup brushes and stuff like that. But you get your makeup done and there's just like silly yapping. That would be so nice. So I'm enjoying doing skincare lately. I think I said this during our MS Paint stream, but it's like, when I say skincare, it's not even like I have some fancy skincare routine. It's literally kind of pretty much just that I wash my face every day and I moisturize after it. And I'm trying to shower more super regularly and stuff. It's really hard to talk about showering more regularly and taking care of my skin without it sounding like I did nothing before. So I have to be really careful about it. Because to be clear, I do shower and I have always showered. Let that be known. Let that be known. But, especially with ADHD and all other things in my stupid little space brain, doing that kind of stuff super regularly and often is something that I've always found tricky. And like I don't a lot of the time, you know, if I'm not leaving my spaceship much, especially when, like I said, you know, I go to fucking gas giants and stuff, and a lot of those I don't really have much reason to go outside. There are some dimensions where I just want to watch everything from my spaceship, and if I'm in my spaceship, I'm not doing anything, not getting dirty, then I'll be like, yeah, I can just wait. But when I'm going out regularly, then I shower more. But lately I'm trying to make myself do it like way more and all the time, because I'm medicated now, so I can actually build those habits. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I've got a little like a moisturizer that I put on my face after I washed it, and then a second spray one that my sister gave to me, and it smells really nice. And honestly, that's half of my motivation when I do skin stuff, is just it feels so nice to be all soft and smell nice and smell yummy afterwards. So I'm like, yay, okay, I'll lock in, I'll do it. That made me not showering. I shower more than you probably do, so it's fine. Ah, that went in my ear. Can you guys hear the little noise of me spritzing that on myself? I doubt my mic's picking it up, because it probably thinks of it as like fan background noise. What is it about showers makes your skin feel so dry? I said, well, this is why you moisturize after. And also, if you I don't know how often you shower, obviously. But in my experience before, when I was showering less, then I also felt extra dry after, because it meant that all of the dead skin that you build up in the time between, then you just are left with that after a shower. So scrubbing yourself properly in a shower and then moisturizing right after makes you feel so nice. Makes you feel so nice. And honestly makes drying easier, I noticed. Because when you have a regular shower and you, why I do that? It's wet. Well, I mean, probably because it's getting rid of all of the stuff that was on you, right? Like, you know how, like, I moisturize my hands a lot because I wash my hands way more than most people out of habit. But, you know, washing your hands is also wet. And you might use soap that comes with moisturizing stuff in it. But your hands will get dry if you wash them all the time. Because you go in shower, you get wet, and also you use, like, soaps and stuff. So you scrub off all of the everything that's on your body and all of the oils that it does have in it. So you moisturize to get it back. Like, it's wet, but then it sucks everything out of you into the wetness, and it scrubs it all off. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I like how Crimson, I like how you said hey, but also didn't defend yourself. So that means that I'm right. That means that I'm entirely definitely right. Okay, now that I smell nice and my skin is all soft, then I need to put my lip. Ah! I dropped my moisturizer. I need to put my lip balm on. And also one of those little star patches on my face, and then we bowl. Consider lotion feel make tears more. No, that is so valid. I think sometimes you also just have to kind of see if you can find the right one, though, because I had that problem too. Like, I've only recently been able to moisturize all the time. I didn't fall downstairs. It's okay. Not this time. I only recently managed to find the right one that actually felt nice on my body. Because for the most part, I don't like half of why I wash my hands all the time, I complain about this before, I just hate feeling greasy or slimy in like any sort of way ever. So picking moisturizers and stuff is really hard for me because they have to be the certain amount of light that I don't feel them, and I don't feel the need to immediately scrub them off. But if you can find a nice one to have after a shower, and you just do like a tiny little bit of it at a time while you're still damp and stuff, then it ends up kind of canceling it out, because it also makes it easier to end up feeling all dry and clear after. Because like when you use it right after, while you're just like a little bit damp after like barely patting yourself down, and just do it like in tiny amounts rather than like big globs over your hand, then it'll soak into your body and also soak up most of the water that's left on you and the moisture. So then you rub over yourself and then you're kind of nicely dry. It actually makes the transition, I think, from being in shower to out of shower and getting dry way smoother, in my opinion, and feel nicer. So I enjoy showers a little bit more. But yeah, because then I don't spend so much time like scrubbing myself dry after, because doing that, you get dry in that process and it kind of balances out from being wet to being normal, and then you kind of get like drier and smoother, and then your skin feels nice and smooth, and it doesn't feel like it's either caked in lotion or like itchy dry with like a dead skin or something like that, and it's nice. You win. Use a face mask as a cream moisturizer because no rules isn't a texture thing. Yeah, so valid. Literally do whatever works for you. So if you can find any kind of body lotion that does work in that regard, then I definitely recommend it. And I definitely, yeah, in my experience, recommend finding one that you're meant to use like right after a shower or you're damp or something, because then it ends up helping you get dry rather than being something you use later that leaves you just feeling slimy until it's done. Because then it's like, I use that, and then I have that on for all the time that I'm like still in the bathroom, you know, and still in there and everything. But if it's in the past, like my mom's tried to get me to like oil my body or like moisturize and everything way after I've gotten out, which means that I'm just sat in my room not being able to touch anything and feeling slimy. But for the ones I use right now, it kind of just soaks everything up, and then I like that. It's nicer. It helps instead of becoming a problem. So yeah. And I also, every now and then, use like a matching body scrub while I'm in the shower to make sure I fully scrub everything, and then I'm like extra drying to get a little moisture back. Can we dry after a shower if you're quite before in the water is enough to make you wet? True. The cat was I just marinate? No! No! If I wanted to marinate myself, then I'd go in soup, and that sounds really yummy. I would love to marinate myself into a soup. Although, to be fair, there was a time in the past that I remember once that my mom wanted to like oil my hair for me, but she ran out of like argan oil and coconut oil and stuff like that was actually made for my hair. So she just used like a fucking kitchen like cooking oil. I think it was olive oil. I don't remember. But one time she used a fucking cooking oil on my hair, and that might have been the worst day of my life. And I honestly think all of her methods of trying to like give me oil and lotion and everything are half of why I'm so picky about it nowadays. Because I already like I'm already picky about that for the tism, you know. It's taken me ages to get to a point where I have like moisturizers and everything that I like for my body and my hands. Take care of myself better that way. And even lip balm. I used to hate having lip balm even though I needed it, because I was used to being given ones that were really oily and gross, and then I just didn't like them all the time. And I'm trying to figure out ways to take care of my hair better with the texture that it has without it just feeling gross, because you tend to need a lot of extra oils and conditioners and stuff for hair like this. But a lot of the ones I've had in the past felt bad. But yeah, I think half of it is just because of the shit my mom used to use. Not the cauldron. No, don't put me in the cauldron! No, I don't want to go back in there. I promise there's no olive oil on my head this time. There's no vegetable oil on me this time. There's only conditioner, and my conditioner is not edible. It will not be yummy, although to be fair, I do specifically pick all of the things that I wear on my body to taste and smell yummy. Did you know that the moisturizer I use on my body is like sparkly, and also it smells like, I think like cocoa butter and cream or something? And the shower gel that I use, I have one that's glittery and kind of smells of nothing, because it's Kuromi themed, and I have one that's not glittery, but it's okay because I still get glittery from my moisturizer, and it smells like a vanilla cake. Like it smells like cake batter. And then I put like my cream moisturizer on, and I'm sparkly because I am an enhanceable object. And then my hair stuff is all yummy, and then my face smells like a gentle vanilla thing as well, and then I have a cocoa butter lip balm. So I'm not even made for soup. I'm not even made for soup. I'm a dessert. I'm a dessert. I smell like a pastry. Cow steak. No! Don't turn me into a steak. No! Don't turn me into a steak. Being a steak is not so bad, actually. Vanilla. We're switching to the oven. Yeah, see, at least if you're gonna cook me, you gotta cook me right. You gotta make me a tasty pudding. I'm pudding. I'm like, if you're gonna put me in a big jar, you're gonna make pudding with it. You're not gonna make soup. We'd never eat you yet. Well, okay. As long as I can eat you guys first, then I guess I don't mind too much. Okay, fine. I guess you are my little pog champs. My little soup champs. Okay. I am moist now. I am moisturized. My face is moisturized. I need to put my lip balm on. That's the only part of me left that is not properly moistened, is my lips. Any pony want to help? Speak for thyself. Eating me is part of my culture. This is true. This is true. Because I eat everyone else. I feel like at least one person deserves to eat me. But only a little bit. Only a little bit. But yeah, everything that I have. If you ever want to know, if you've ever thought to yourself, because you're weird and maybe you're a pervert or you're just a weirdo and you're kind of silly, what Emmy smells like, I smell like sweet treats. I smell like a little sweet delight. Everything that I get is always made to smell sweet, but not in the sweet way of like flowers and stuff. Like even with my perfumes actually, because I have one perfume I think that is sweet in the way it smells like a like it's like pink scented. I don't know how else to put it because it's a kid's one. And it smells like pink. It smells like like strawberries and bubblegum, cotton candy and stuff like that. And I have one that's slightly more mature. But most of my scents for like air freshener and all of the things that I buy from my body, they are usually made to smell like pudding, like a dessert. I like it that way. Because I like sweet scents that are sweet like candy. But when it's on my body, I like it to be a little bit more neutral. But I don't like it to... if I want it to have like a sort of musky smell, then I have that in like perfumes so that I can wear them occasionally. But my default, I want to be kind of neutral, but in a way that is still sweet and creamy. Axe Africa. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, based, yeah. I like things like that as a treat because I also have another perfume that is like a, you know, got a more mature smell like that. But yeah, from my default body, I like it to have pudding smell. And even for my room as well, like I have an air freshener I keep specifically in my room all the time, especially because, you know, like I've said before that I hate the smell of like of food after I've eaten it, even though I like the smell of food while I'm eating. But the second I finish my dinner, I don't want my room to smell like it anymore for the tism. So I keep an air freshener in my room, which is, I think my current one is supposed to be like a Christmas scent. What is it? My current one is warm apple pie, apple and cinnamon scented. I tend to buy most of my air fresheners around Christmas. So all of the kinds of scents that you get that are like Christmassy smells where it's like gingerbread and cinnamon and like apples and all like cozy, or I used to have one that literally just called itself Christmas scent, then I get those. Fruity, fresh things are nice as a treat sometimes, but for my overall smells, I like them to be kind of in between. I like to smell sweet like a pastry rather than sweet like candy. Because also the candy smell comes to my room by default by the fucking candy jar I have in here. Okay, let me open DDLC. What is it, fresh air mustifier? I don't like that as a word. I think that's pretty icky. Also, that sounds like alpha pheromones. An air mustifier? Bro, you're just scenting. Air mustifier is called an animal lifting up its leg and scenting the room. Musky for, I don't know, smelling musty and smelling musky kind of, oh, you mean like, well, I think the opposite of fresh is like a bookstore. That's the slash positive opposite of fresh air to me. Like, I love when you enter a bookstore or a charity shop and it smells old. It smells like dust in a good way. Okay, I think this is our current save. Yeah. Right, yes, because it's time for our third poem. Okay, let me take a sip of my drink before we get started. Air Staliner, yeah. Yeah, to get an air staliner, you just need to stop buying haunted books like Neri. You need to go to really old bookstores and charity shops and secondhand places and buy all of the books that look most like they're falling apart. The type where you can open them up and they hit you with the smell before you even get close to it, and you get lightheaded if you read them for too long. Air dryer instead of air humidifier? Oh, that sounds awful. Although I think, actually, for that, people kind of get humidifiers as well, because you can get humidifiers that function as, like, dehumidifiers to suck some of the humidity out of your room. Like, I remember I was watching a video recently of somebody who got, like, bamboo dividers in their room, but their area was really humid, so they got, like, a humidifier that can work backwards, to make sure it didn't get too humid and it didn't get bugs in it. Haunted bookshop smells such a good smell, can infirm. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even say that as a sentence. Anyway, okay, so updating for any gotchis who didn't see this. Yes, who didn't know where we're at so far. We are focusing on Sayori for this run. I have played DDLC before myself. That also says that in the little pin message, and I recommend reading that if you're not sure about the content of this game as well. I have played DDLC before, and usually I like to either go for Sayori or Natsuki, or oftentimes I go for Sayori first and then Natsuki later. Because, like, you know, Sayori's my childhood friend. I gotta start with her. No other reason. And so at the moment, we're very Sayori focused, which is what I'm doing with these poems. And we are on our third poem now. We had our first one on our first day, and then our little second ones in the last stream. And now we're about to be hit our third ones. Then it's almost time to have the weekend where we prepare for our big school festival. Yeah. So this is our third poem. Okay. I think Daydream is going to be Sayori. Lust, holiday, existence, games, calm, flying, insight, pleasure, poof, hot. Let's say calm. Clumsy, lazy, ambient, amazing, pout, heartbeat, inferno, sweet, dumps. Let's try heartbeat. Fuck. Okay, I should have expected that because Doki Doki. Bed, friends, portrait, shopping, agonizing, fireworks, love, family, grief, or joy. I'm not sure if grief is going to be a Sayori word or a or a Yuri one, because it's kind of right, like lands right in between the words that are sad but simple in a way that Sayori would like, or sad but a little bit more fanciful in the way that Yuri would like. bed seems like it might be Sayori's, because there's a lot of hers about sleepy, but also it's really simple, so it sounds like it's a Natsuki word. Friends has a chance. Portrait is definitely Yuri's. Shopping is going to be a Natsuki one. Agonizing is definitely Yuri. Fireworks, I don't remember whose that is. Love, family, joy. Let's try love. Misfortune, suicide, cry, strawberry, vivacious, unstable, marriage, breath, extreme, whisper. Oh, they're getting harder. I'm gonna say the cry or whisper is hers. Let's try cry. Explode, puppy, time, silly, contamination, dazzle, pure, loud, adventure, bunny, pure. Fuck! Well, I love you too, Natsuki, but embrace to embrace. Fear, broken, disown, cloud, sadness, promise, festa, empty, occasional. I think both of these are hers. Let's go with sadness. Ocean, marshmallow, peaceful, milk, imagination, romance, love, incongruent, hop, color, graveyard, shiny, dark. Imagination. I should have known that one was too long. Essence, question, atone, unending, disaster, aftermath, skirt, bouncy, melancholy, shame. Oh, this is the most I've struggled with one of these so far. I usually speed run through these questions and I get like maybe like one Natsuki one halfway through. Oh, they're pushing me with this third one. Because I can tell how many of these are Yuri words and stuff too. Maybe question. Unending, disaster. Because like half of these are definitely Yuri's. I'm not sure about melancholy. Shame seems like it's Yuri's. Do I try question or melancholy? Let's try melancholy. Fuck! Tears. I know tears it says. I think we've still got a Sayori poem overall so far, but man. Headphones, horror, eternity, infallible, landscape, mouse, music, cute, unrestrained, covered. Ooh. Infallible, landscape, mouse, music. These are gotta be Natsuki words. These are Yuri words. That's a Yuri word. These are probably Yuri words. That's definitely a Yuri word. Try headphones. Ah! Hurt, papa, prayer, flee, wonderful, precious. Spinning, flower, rain cloud, wrath, unrequited, bliss, despise, rainbow, sunset, parfait, excitement, defeat. Rainbow has kind of a 50-50 for these two, in my opinion. Wrath, unrequited could be hers, but that's also a very Yuri word. Hello! Hello, Angel. Bliss, despise, rainbow, sunset, parfait, excitement, defeat. Oh! Unrequited? Yeah, okay. Sparkle, passion, kawaii, captive, fluffy, desire, happiness, fickle, raindrops, happiness, comfort, kitty, frightening, childhood, uncontrollable, vibrant, alert. Let's try childhood. Sensation, cheeks, socks, treasure, anger, disoriented, infinite, whistle. We've definitely got a Sayori poem overall so far, because we've got, like, I think 3 Natsuki words, or maybe 2 Natsuki words and, like, 2 Yuri ones. But then all the rest of them Sayori, so it's definitely going to lean towards her, but I'm unsure about this last one. Cheeks, socks, treasure, anger, disoriented, infinite, whistle, incapable, Whistle? Fuck! Yeah, I should have tried treasure. Because I was unsure about whistle, because it kind of gives her vibes, but I was like, no, as I clicked it, I was like, no, that's like a little sound. So it's got to be a Sayori, what's it, a Natsuki one. But anyway, I gotta remember my voices again. Oh, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival! It's gonna be great! Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. I forget how American people say that. Our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. I need to move my mic, hang on. Monika, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it.
Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monika.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event and for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as
I can't speak.
Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. That makes no sense in translation. I love Monika. Monika, the fucking thumbs down. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again.
Oh. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go and talk to everyone else.
Huh. Is everything alright?
Of course! Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine! See?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone!
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monika if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monika, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Emmy, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monika peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Emmy. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Huh? Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Emmy.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know?
Huh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her.
This sentence is reminding me of her Hole in the Wool poem. What? No way. Sayori, she's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than how it always has been.
You're so funny, Emmy. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. All right. Monika smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monika stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monika. Yo, Uma. Hello! I'm not Uma, I'm a cow. I'm 𝘆cie, but close enough. I also like Umas a lot. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monika calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monika, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Guess we'll find out later! Okay. Saving time! Okay, so, as per usual, the way that we're gonna do this at the moment is we go like Yuri, 𝘆cie, Monika, Sayori, I think is what we've been doing so far. Or typically leave Monika to last. I think we're going Yuri, 𝘆cie, Sayori, Monika. Because we're doing Sayori's right at the moment, and I tend to like starting with whoever is the furthest from the poems we're doing. But when you're on Sayori's, 𝘆cie and Yuri kind of equally like your poems, to be honest. Whereas when you're on either of those two, they might start hating them. But anyway, Yuri first. Well done, Emmy. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monika. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. Just Yuri. Fair enough. Based. See, I would say based for literally any of them because I love all of the characters. Yuri is personally my least favorite as a love interest, but I also adore them all as characters and I love her writing. I love her poems. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But, it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing. See, the MC is real, thinking that and then changing it to being like, it's been fun getting to know your writing and not just like, yeah, but I get to see pretty girls. But also, I would say the part that they're saying out loud. I would say that and mean it. I love getting to know all of their fucking writing so much, man. I'm such a nerd about these poems. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Emmy? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. She's so cute. Yuri, no, sweetheart, that's the opposite. It means I respect you, girl. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Oh, I kind of forget about this one, you know. I kind of forgot this one. I think so much about the raccoon and Ghost in the Light that I kind of forgot the beach exists.
Hello, hi, William Muffins from Corpse. You're just like me for real when you're still saying you're so real. Addie, she's just like you for real. Yours advice help to write random works better. Yeah, it's really helpful advice, genuinely. Okay. Whew. I love the poem so much. Oh, this is my favorite part of the game. Beach. I immediately fucked it up. Let me try again. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Is that what this is? Hang on. Yeah, it does. Sorry. The writing is on tripped me up. One more time. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expansive bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. I love the poems in this game! They're so fucking good! Are you getting ads right now? Did the fucking ad break just happen? That's so evil if it happened just now for you guys. Oh my god. Sometimes Emmy scares me, but I love her energy. What the heck? No, it's okay. It makes sense that I scare you. I'm a little bit of a weirdo. But oh my god, this one's so pretty. Calling it the womb of Earth chaotically meeting the surface is wonderful wording as well. I like how, like from the start, that one hits you really suddenly, because a marvel millions of years in the making is already a beautiful line to start on for, you know, it being about a beach. Like, that is true. It makes you stop and think for a sec about the fact that beaches are so incredible because they're just eroded over infinite time in order to become this way. But then the womb of Earth chaotically meeting the surface, it's like so visceral and sudden. It kind of throws you for a loop right away. And I love that. Made me think of it. Right. It's it's crazy wording and accurate and wonderful and really amazingly beautiful in such a jarring way. I like that. I love how Yuri uses her words like this. She does this in most of her poems, where she'll start off with things that seem, you know, like beautiful, but in a very like serene way, and then suddenly give you a line that's like really intense or really sudden or worded in a way that just like really throws you off, or it's kind of weird or uncomfortable but also beautiful in that way. And I like that. It's really cool, and it makes sense for how she talks about, you know, the ways that she likes horror and mysteries and stuff in her own reading, because she likes the way that these things can maybe like disturb you a little or play with your emotions in that way to make you feel something. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. Ooh. You can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. It's so... I really like the way this one comments on human nature itself. It's really beautiful. It's kind of a lot more optimistic than her first two poems as well. Because, of course, this one, you know, still has a little bit of its melancholy feeling about it. You know, like how we still build sandcastles, and you can, if you're going to build it there, then that's where the tide comes and it will crash at you and stuff. And this last part with, a turn back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward and I return to the earth forevermore. But also, it's like, it's got a lot more, I don't know how to put it, a lot more of this gentle optimism to it compared to her last two, because Ghost in the Light, you know, is about, or at least feels about, this feeling of like clinging on to nostalgia and what you have left of a world that you really don't want to give up on while everything else is new, or just like the things that are familiar, even if they're not quite the best ones, because that's all you have left, and you need that sense of normalcy when everything else is changing and you can't keep up with it and you feel like a ghost about to be left behind and disappear into the image of what you once were. And then the Raccoon is about these like guilty or self-harming tendencies or like hobbies that you indulge in that are weird, indulging in something that shouldn't be right or strange or like frowned upon. and continuously feeding into this thing and sort of giving yourself excuses, looking at the way that humans are as something kind of sick, but also as simple as an animal that is just hungry, but also using that as an excuse for yourself when you know better. But this one is so soft about it, you know? It's, yeah, exactly. It's so bittersweet. It's beautifully bittersweet because it kind of describes these things, and like with the others, it kind of comments on the way that human nature is and the things that we just always end up doing. But like the raccoon said that in a negative way. It's like, yeah, but you know, this is how I am. This is how people work. I'm just going to keep doing these things, or I'm going to keep telling myself these excuses for how I'm just stupid, or a raccoon can't think this stuff. I'm just giving into an urge that I should know better for. But this one is like, yeah, I know that there will be consequences of these things. I know that if I put myself out there, or, you know, I take these brave steps and I do new stuff and I open my heart and all these things, then it comes with the risk that it will be shattered. If I give someone my heart, there's the chance that they will break it. If I open myself up, there's the chance that things I don't want will get in. But I do that anyway, because I enjoy that. You know, people do these things anyway because it is so much nicer to love and to lose than to never love at all. And I really like that. That's what I get from it, at least. It's really pretty in that sense. It's so bittersweet in a way that's very lovely. Because like it says, you know, like you can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. And it might gently lick it in until the foundations of your castle slowly melt away, or it might just crash it entirely. But either way, it's still going to fall apart at some point, but you still build sandcastles. Because building sandcastles is nice. Building sandcastles are beautiful. They're pretty. You have the chance to do this little thing in a place where millions of humans have come, and that is what led to the chance of you being here and having this thing to appreciate. And you still choose to appreciate it, even if it might only be fleeting, and even if it might be destroyed one day. With everything she talks about, with accepting herself and being disliked in the past and having to overthink and stuff, I like how this one sort of feels a little bit like she's more accepting and letting herself just be and just enjoy things, even if they might not always go well. Like, she tried to put herself out there by talking to us, and she still worries sometimes about being too much or being disliked, but we've enjoyed it. And with the MC especially, even while you're on Sayori's route instead of Yuri's as well, he talks a lot about how he's like he's kind of really out of his depth in the literature club, you know, like I joke a lot when we're doing this, because I'll do all of this yapping about the poems, and then I'll press continue, and the MC goes, I don't know what that was about. But you know, and doesn't really know what he's doing, but he's just kind of trying his best to learn. He's kind of a normie compared to Yuri, but doesn't judge her for anything about her, and likes all these traits about her, and just finds them interesting and everything. And she's realizing that she can just kind of still take these steps and put herself out there and do these things, even if, you know, there's a chance that one day we might not quite relate to one of her poems, or someone might not like it entirely, like 𝘆cie. She's still done it. She's, you know, butted heads with 𝘆cie, but they're also starting to agree with each other more and see each other's points of view and everything. It's really beautiful. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line. I really like that line. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to a road at the shore. Turn forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Oh, it's so beautiful. And this whole part as well, really emphasizing what I said about how it's like she's choosing to let herself experience these things, because the experience of all of it is beautiful. You know that these things might be fleeting, that they might go, that they might be destroyed, but letting yourself fully experience life rather than hiding yourself away from it feels so much better in the long run. I love it. It's so bittersweet and lovely. I relate to it a lot, especially as well, because I've talked about this before, but there used to be a time in my life, especially back when I was just a cow who had nothing to do other than eat grass, where my life was very monotonous, and it felt very gray all the time, and I kind of didn't feel anything a lot of the time, which it might seem like a surprise for the kind of creature that I am, you know, being the space cow who travels dimensions and eats all of their tropes and spits them inside out, and I'm constantly doing silly things and thinking 1,000 miles a minute. It's kind of weird when I say that there was a point that there was just cow and there was just alien, and both of those were just monotony. But nowadays, because I have been through that and come out the other side of it, I take so much more pride and passion in just experiencing life fully and entirely. I knew you'd sit upright at the creature word drop. At experiencing life fully, you know, and all of these experiences, because the feeling of just being alive and fully letting yourself embrace all of these things, even when they go wrong, or even when things might be set back, or even when things are hard, is so much better than just shutting yourself off and fading away into grey nothingness. It's so lovely because it is human. Because you exist and you are here and you can do things, even if those things don't always work out right. And it's so lovely. I love it so much. This one's really bittersweet and really lovely. And like, I'm so proud of Yuri, man. I'm so proud of her. She's come so far. This one especially actually is a really, like, I commented on it contrasting with the raccoon, right? And how the raccoon talks about her nature as human and going back into things in a way that's so like a bitter, and it like looks down on herself or on people with so much like spite and bitterness, and like looking down your nose at it and just being like, yeah, as if you are just some random fucking raccoon from the trash that she's feeding scraps to. Or like you in this question, it's just like herself as well and her own urges. And that one contrasts a lot with this one and how it appreciates the way that humans are naturally. But also I think its contrast with Ghost in the Light is really lovely, because Ghost in the Light is about staying in all of these ways that you feel and these habits and this nostalgia and clinging to what you have and hiding yourself away and feeling like you are just going to disappear as a ghost and there's no other option. You're just barely hiding in the shadow of what once was rather than living in the present of the world. Compared to that, and how now with this one, it's all about just like be like enjoying this feeling of being at the ultimate boundary line where she has the option to do either, and she can erode and she can build things and keep building them anew just because she can, and do all that and let herself be. It's so, she's come so far. I love her. I love all of the characters in this game, and I love the poems in this game. I love DDLC. Oh. Literally the worst that most people can say is no. If so, most people let people make your life well. Yes, exactly. It's so important to let yourself live and experience life, which sounds so simple, but it's, you know, really not for a lot of people at first. And I have so much appreciation just for existing, for existing and the feeling of being alive like this. Because like, yeah, the worst that in most cases that happen is that someone says no when you put yourself out there. And people might dislike it, people might be mean to you and stuff, but also you can still keep moving. You're still alive, you can keep going. Was that a dive fan? Yes, but I do a lot of those when we're reading poems, to be real. You exist and you still exist, and you can keep moving and you can keep rebuilding. You can keep finding new people and new chances. And it's, like I said, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Not letting yourself experience life will make it just feel all not worth it. But when you do let yourself fully embrace and experience it, then it is so much better. And even when you are set back, that becomes a part of the beauty of life in itself as well, because it means you have something to build up from. Whereas if all of it is just one singular note, then there's no change. There is no better and no worse, you know? I love it. I love this one. It's so pretty. I don't know how I forgot about this one before. Oh, I forgot to do my second read. I usually read it a second time again to recap over the whole thing before we go back to her. Wait. Oh well, I'll read it again later. There's a fic I could write about this, totally unrelated to DDLC. True, there is. I love your humorship. Anyhow. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard. After yesterday, 𝘆cie and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So 𝘆cie wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. Oh my god! I love their relationship! I'm not even just saying this in a fucking 𝘆cie way. I love their dynamic. I love their relationship. They're so fucking sweet. Their growth, their art. I fucking love the writing of this game so much, man. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! The way, like I was gonna say from the start, the way that she mentioned that, you know, the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but that's part of what's nice, you know, that she's grown and changed. She's realized that she can also write about simple things like this and still express her own feelings through them, and that can be beautiful. She's taking joy in looking at life through, like, looking at the simple parts and not just diving into the things that are horrific and abstract and abnormal and peculiar, but realizing that there is beauty in just the normality of life too. She can enjoy normal little things and appreciate just being a regular person as well, because she is one, and she's allowed to just enjoy things and love as much as anyone else. That itself is communicated by the fact that this is such a simple subject nature. That's part of why it feels so bittersweet and light and optimistic compared to her other ones, and it's really nice. The contrast, even before she says anything, adds to the feeling that the poems that is in the poem, even before there's a single word that you actually read on the page beyond the title. And I love that. And the fact that it was 𝘆ći's suggestion in order for them to compare writing styles. I don't know how I didn't remember this. I feel like I should have from the past, but you know, that's part of why I'm so glad that I get to replay this game, because I get to see so many things that I forgot about when I was younger. But the fact that it was 𝘆ći's suggestion, oh my god! For them to like actually compare, because you know, we noticed last time that they had written about the same sort of topic, about being an outcast. Because Yuri wrote her raccoon poem about her hobbies and like habits and everything that are a lot more out there or more frowned upon or that seem wrong to her, and indulging in them, and guilty pleasures and stuff like that. And 𝘆ći wrote Amy Likes Spiders, about a girl being outcasted because she likes spiders, and from another person's POV, where they're talking about all the reasons that this person is still nice and lovely and amazing, but they will refuse to talk to them or appreciate anything about them because they know one weird thing about them. And they kind of bonded over that a little and started realizing they should see each other's perspective more, because they both write with beautiful impactors in totally opposite ways. And them actually trying! Oh my god! And the way, I know Yuri says here that she's like, well, it's not like I'm particularly interested in her writing style or something, I just agreed. But first of all, Yuri, the fact that you agreed is already sweet. Oh my god. That already shows that you love her. I love their dynamic, both as friends and as girlfriends, bro. Either way, she loves her. And second of all, it's like, Yuri is not particularly interested in 𝘆ći's writing style because she's not trying to learn it or adapt to it, you know? It's like not the type of poetry that interests her. She likes things to be more abstract and a lot more long form, whereas 𝘆ći likes her stuff to be simple and to communicate something directly rather than just self-expressive art. So they're not interested in each other's styles for the sake of having them, but she's still clearly interested in comparing, because so that she can understand 𝘆ći's POV and they can just share together and appreciate each other, and that's so sweet! 𝘆ći's cinder is rubbing off on her, yeah, in the cutest way. They get more and more parts of each other, and they're such perfect foils to each other. I love them so much. Hello, No Gaming. I mean, what do? I'm staying up late. You should probably sleep. It is like Tuesday, right? So you probably have school or work or something tomorrow. You should go sleep. I'm back. Welcome back. We just read Yuri's poem, Beach. So I love your lens into living. Exactly. Oh, I love you, Yuri. This is so sweet. I love you, Yuri, and also I love Yuri. I love 𝘆ći, Yuri. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Ah! I love them! Oh, I can't wait to see what 𝘆ći's is then, because I don't know if I remember. Oh, that's so sweet, man. That's so fucking sweet! Okay.
This one's alright.
I need to take a drink of water, hang on. Alright.
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No! Gross! It's not like I care or anything. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I wouldn't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
I know. Don't worry, I was too.
I love her. I love her. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. I love Natsuki. Live, love Natsuki. Natsuki, my little favorite. Like, literally. No, yes, same. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. She's, if not for going for Sayori first, Natsuki is always the one I go for. She's waifu. I love her. Natsuki, I love her, but I love Sayori more based. See, it's really funny, because when I list my favorites, it kind of ends up always with Yuri on the bottom, even though I adore Yuri. She's just not my type, romantically, I suppose. Even though I fucking love her. You just heard me yapping about how much I adore her as a character. But first place, for most of my life, has always been a battle between Sayori, Natsuki, and Monika. I think most of the time it's Natsuki and Monika that are fighting there, but then Sayori sometimes overtakes. But yeah, Natsuki best girl, I think. But I love them all. I love Natsuki. I want to do her run so bad! But I'm committed to it. When I'm replaying after a long time, I always do Sayori first. And I felt like doing Sayori first gives us the best POV for any of you gachis that haven't seen it all yet as well. It gives you a much more balanced one. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. And if it was funny to her, then I don't mind. She can do whatever she wants. If a cute girl is laughing at me, they can laugh about anything. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway.
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Oh, right, no, yes! I remember this one now! I remember this one, oh my god. Okay, so first of all, I remember this one now because I'm seeing the title and remembering it. Second of all, it is really cute that, like they said, they both tried to write about the beach. Third of all, the fact that Yuri's was about the beach in a metaphorical way, and the beach is a chance to open up her heart and love things and like be honest and just try things and calm her mind and let herself experience life naturally. Only for Natsuki's to say, I'll be your beach. Oh my fucking god, I love Yuri. I love gay people. Fourth of all... I haven't even read the fucking poem yet, guys. Fourth of all, I can tell already, just by glancing at this, the way that they've both adapted to each other's perspectives even without fully changing their writing styles. Because Natsuki's is still about communicating directly something to people, whereas Yuri's is about just expressing herself in an artistic way. But the way that they've both adapted into accepting each other's POVs here, because Yuri's was so much more simple and optimistic compared to what it used to be. It had a clearer point in a way that was very bittersweet and gentle and easy on you, even if it was still Yuri's writing clearly in her beautiful and almost unsettling and lovely way. It was like more optimistic and more about a simpler concept of human nature. Whereas this Natsuki one, you can see already that it's longer and it has more of like a personal expression to it rather than just a general human point that she's getting to. I love it! Okay. Now I'll actually read the fucking poem. Like DDLC but never played, so thought I would catch up. Hello! Okay, now that I've gotten those like 5 parts of me yapping just from a glance at the title out of the way, let's actually read the poem together. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. Way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Ah, it's so pretty! It's so sweet! You see what I was saying? god, I have so much fucking gapping to do. I love poetry. I love DDLC. I fucking love the poems in this game, guys. I'm such a fucking nerd. But I love this one. And you see what I was saying about the ways that that 𝘆cie and Yuri have like adapted to each other and met in the middle. And like neither of them have changed their writing styles entirely. They're still true to who they are themselves, but they've realized that they can appreciate each other and appreciate other ways of writing and ways and like their thought processes. Like Yuri said, I love it so much. Like this one's it's so much more, I don't necessarily want to say poetic because they're already poets, but it's so much more poetic in its style that it feels like a song for this one. You know, like you could so easily turn this into song lyrics. Maybe I should sometime. Someone's probably already done that, but maybe I should. I should make like a cover of this poem as a song. But anyway, it's like almost song lyrics and everything, right? Especially with the rhyme scheme. It still has 𝘆cie's style. You know, it has like the way more clearly broken up stanzas compared to everybody else. Hers are always more in like much more organized and plain sections that have a way more clear repeating pattern to them than the other writers. She likes her simple rhyme schemes where they also repeat consistently throughout the whole thing, and then she breaks them off for specific points. Like how with her first one, Eagles Can Fly, she pointed that out, who is the rhyme that then cuts you off at the end. And all those kinds of stuff. But also, it's so much more romantic, even without, mind you, even without this one literally being romance. Because it obviously has a romantic, like, tone to it. But you can also still find a way to interpret it as not just directly romantic, but it's, like, romantic in the way that it's in its expression, you know? But, like, it's so much more romantic and tender and, like, slightly less direct in what it's commenting on. In a way that is closer to what, you know, she's learned from Yuri and from Sayori and Monika and being around all these people and letting herself, just like with fucking Yuri, she's talking about letting herself open her heart and get rid of her worries and just be honest and vulnerable. She's talking about letting herself be vulnerable with someone with the concept of a beach. Like, they chose such a simple topic to write about, but they still ended up writing about a similar thing just in different ways. And both of them, they can use these poems to express themselves to each other, and I fucking love it! Oh my god, I love them. Oh my god, I love them. Cause like in Amy Likes Spiders, that one obviously had a slightly more poignant message than Eagles Can Fly, right? Because Eagles Can Fly was straight to the point. You know, eagles can do this, all these animals can do this, humans can try, but that's about it. And it's like, you know, about this sort of defeatist mindset, about just being able to try do things and about how humans are compared to other things, but also that feeling of just kind of seeming like all you can do is your best and you're not anything special. But Amy Likes Spiders had a lot more weight to it. It had more of a story going on, and you really felt something more intensely with it. And she likes to communicate something to you in a way that is like meant to be understood when she writes poetry. She emphasizes that a lot. That compared to some of the others like Monika or Yuri, where it's about their own thing and whatever you take away from it is your own opinion, but 𝘆cie likes to very clearly have a point that she's telling you. But this one is like a little less direct about it. It's soft and lovely in it. It's like, you know, it's buried more in these metaphors than most of her others are. Because Eagles Can Fly, there's no metaphor there at all. It is very straight to the point. Amy Likes Spiders is also technically a metaphor where you can interpret the liking spiders as other things, but it's still very clearly to the point. There is a girl who likes something weird. This girl thinks she's weird because she likes that stuff, and she has all these other reasons that she has nice memories to the girl, but she dismisses them because she likes spiders. But this one, you know, it's the first time that she fully delves into a metaphor like this. Of being a beach for someone, the beach that washes your worries away, the beach that you daydream about, a shore reaching beyond your side, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. It's so lovely, right? A special place for us to go, but also saying that it's her. Like, she is letting herself experiment with these, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? I'm forgetting the word that I want. But these techniques, I'll say for now, that are way more abstract and artistic. And I love that so much because they've both taken things from each other. And it's so sweet. They've grown so much as people. Analogies, yeah. But I meant like more like the writing techniques altogether. Like all of the things she's using, all the different techniques here that are so much more artistic. And I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I really like that it comes out like a song when she writes it like this as well. She still has such a unique style compared to the others. I love 𝘆cie's poems. Like, I love them so fucking much. She's so right when she says that poems don't all need to be hidden in a billion layers of like, you know, they don't all need to hide their messages from you in order to be good. Hers are never hidden. They're very clear what they're about, and that is part of what makes them beautiful and to hit you know, and hit so hard with people. Whereas with the others, with Yuri's, the way that they are hidden and layered is what makes them hit hard. They're both beautiful and impactful, to an equal extent in my opinion. They're just opposite styles, and I love that so much. And also, again, about her individual growth, the way that this one is so gentle and loving when most of her others, again, are kind of spiteful. Like with Yuri's, how, like, her poem Beach was so much more optimistic and bittersweet about the way that life is, whereas the last one she had were talking about the way that humans are and how living feels and giving into your urges are in a way that felt like so bitter and painful, and Ghost and Light was such full of like an ache and this feeling that she just cannot escape this, and she's giving in and then disappearing into nothing. And Raccoon was like written with like venom in it but towards herself in a way that feels so depressing. And for Natsuki's, Eagles Can Fly and Amy Like Spiders are both kind of sassy in it, you know? Like, there is clearly a right and wrong person in these scenarios in Amy Like Spiders. And there is a very clear point about the fact that it's like, yeah, humans kind of suck in Eagles Can Fly, you know? But this one's so optimistic. They both did the same thing, where they've grown so much now and letting themselves be their true selves after spending time with us and spending time with the others and getting to know each other more and letting themselves be close to someone who's entirely the opposite of them and like their viewpoint, but like embracing that they're so much more comfortable just being happy. I love them. Guys, I love these girls. I love DDLC and its writing. I love this fucking game so much. Right! I love this fucking game so much. It's so good. It's so good. So many people. This is why I love DDLC and I love getting to yap about it like this myself. Because I feel like, especially when DDLC first came out and a lot of people went into it as it was trending, specifically just because they heard, sorry about hitting my mic wire there, specifically they just heard about some kind of like horror thing in it and they didn't care for this genre of game altogether or for literature. And then they went through it, sped through all of this part because it was mostly just kind of funny to them or maybe sometimes a little bit interesting, and then just wanted the scary jump scare, you know, like gimmick. I feel a lot of people don't get to appreciate just how fucking peak this game is in these parts as well, because all of this that we get in the first act of this game is what makes the latter stuff so much better, you know? The actual story, I love the themes of music jump scare. Yeah, exactly. All of this, like, the characters are so well written. They have such beautiful characterization. The poems are so beautiful and so well done. They're so unique. It is genuinely stunning. I fucking adore this game, guys. And yeah, I love this poem. It's so pretty. It really does feel like lyrics, and I agree with what you were saying, Addie. Fuck severely is a scraggly surfer song. Indie Sparkle, let me shoegaze about this. Yeah, you should! And I love it so much. It's a little soft song as well. Like, there's so many ways to take it. I really gotta make this a song sometime. It's so pretty. This one feels a lot like lyrics that I'd write for an idol thing as well. Okay, like I said, I will actually read it through a second time before we continue. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I really like how specifically that end part calls back to her cutting off the rhyme scheme the way that she did in Eagles Can Fly as well, because she does that in both her poems, but it's like most notable in Eagles Can Fly because in Amy Like Spider she uses breaking the rhyme scheme as part of the whole pattern and the rhyme for the whole thing overall. But for this one, she does it again, but in a way that is done entirely as like stepping aside from the poem to just like sort of smile at you and love you. It's a total perfect opposite to the way that in Eagles Can Fly, it sets you up for something and then does it just to let you down. Ah, I Let me take a sip of my water after all that fucking yapping.
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Yeah, but it was bittersweet.
Well, that's... Jeez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice.
They're so cute. They're so cute, guys. I fucking love them. The way... They're so fucking cute. The way that Yuri said... Well, 𝘆cie was the one who asked me. I just kind of did it anyway. I just kind of said yes. And 𝘆cie says, well, Yuri was the one who asked me. I just kind of did it anyway. I just said yes. I love them. I love gay people. Okay, it's time to talk to Sayori and I'm scared. Because she was sad earlier.
This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Emmy.
Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want a nap or something?
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Emmy? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even 𝘆cie. But in the end...
Yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait! Of course I do! But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Emmy. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Emmy. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori,
tell Monika I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry, now that I'm a HSR player, those who don't know,
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself.
I love her. Please hold her so close. Please hold her close and kiss her on the lips. Exactly! I just want to give her a hug. I want to give her a hug and kiss all her worries away. Sayori! She's so fucking real, too. I really hate how real she is. Oh, fuck. She got too real. She got too real that she made me choke. Hang on. Really go anywhere. I know! Like, don't let her leave, dude. I would go home with her. If she wanted to go, I would fucking go with her. I'm so serious. Anyway, I was not expecting, by replaying DDLC on stream, that I would come out of it realizing I was Sayori Kinney. But I'm starting to, more and more as we go through this playthrough. I don't know how to feel about that. Who should I show a poem to next? Monika! I'm gonna need to get some more water in a sec as well. Okay.
Hi, Emmy. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see.
Sorry, my throat's being weird ever since I coughed on nothing.
Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem.
Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands.
It's kind of funny.
How so?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her in the past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today.
Yeah? Did she tell you something?
Well... Emmy, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Of course not! I've been treating her like I always do!
Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. Oh, this one's great! I was about to say this one's peak, but they're all peak. Especially, I love Monika's poems. I literally, every single time we get someone, I say especially her poem, but I love all of them. But Monika's are definitely some of my favorite. Like, her writing style. Ah! Okay.
Also, hi, Madeline.
The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall, and I fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak,
She responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
God! Oh, Monika's poems always have like such a crazy impact. Like you really have to sit with Monika's for a moment, you know? Because Yuri's, as much as they also like take a sec a lot of the time for people to process, it's like with Yuri's, you know, I feel like you can kind of grasp it, but Monika's are always such a physical feeling that they strike in you. I talked about this last time actually with Save Me. Is it called? No, it's called Load Me. No, it's called Save Me. Yeah, and then Load Me is the second part. Yeah, because I couldn't remember which word it starts with and ends with, but with Save Me, and with a Hole in the Wall as well. Monika really, like she says, she plays a lot with like the concept of a poem, like physically compared to the others, which is also really fitting for her and the character that she has and everything she does. Because the others are more about their little writing, you know, like Sayori's are very honest. They're very honest, and she uses little metaphors and stuff and paints little pictures in the way that she writes. But they're also generally, you can understand what her message is, and it's just quite honest and gentle. She tries to get her feelings out in a way that she doesn't, that kind of feels like, okay, I'm going to try and express a feeling I haven't quite expressed yet. They're kind of simple, but also less so than Natsuki's, because Natsuki's are very simple to the point, like they are trying to get a point across to you directly, whereas Sayori's are about writing down a feeling of her own. And then Yuri's are like really fanciful in their wording. She likes to have like, you know, these really intricate words and big things and try to express things in a way that's a little bit more horrific and use these like really advanced metaphors the whole time. Whereas Monika's, she kind of forgoes all of that they all use. There's little bits and pieces of what the others, you know, like in their writing in there. But Monika's are so abstract that because they kind of go beyond that, they're kind of separate. Because Monika's are about the way that the words literally are written. Like, you know, she capitalizes things in ways that are odd for the others. She uses her capitalization word, her spacing, both in the lines and with the letters themselves. Like ones like this where it's just in the middle of the page suddenly for a feather, in order to literally paint that feeling for you. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. When you read this line, even without me reading it, when you look at it, you get that feeling of a feather that's just like floating. I'm using my mouse to express this, but you can't see my mouse. Of a feather that's literally just like floating through the wind, like drifting through everything by this little text all in lowercase in the middle of the space here. As if it's almost literally like falling down from one of the lines to the other. And that's so beautiful. And it's really fitting for Monika, both as the leader and as the character that she is. Because we noticed in her last poems that it seems like she knows more than she lets on, or she's seen something that she shouldn't. She's had an epiphany beyond the regular reality of her world. And she comments on that with things like her stupid little, haha, that joke makes no sense in translation. Same way capitalized words for impact, like this. Yeah, exactly. And she plays with that a lot, and she plays with her spacing a lot, how she uses these lines, you know, including her rhymes as well, because she uses them sometimes, or like repetition. But yeah, it's like all of it is Monika kind of plays with what a poem is on a conceptual level differently to everyone else. And that is so fucking cool. First of all, just the fact that she does it, but it's so cool that that's what she does, you know? Like, it's like the poems are cool on their own, but then especially in context of her as a character and this game, that's really fucking cool. That compared to the others where you focus on what their writing style is, like the style of how they write, like their thought process that goes into the way that they use words. Monika's is about using a poem altogether, using this page, using the way you literally look at it. Almost as if Monika is thinking about you looking at it, where the others aren't. Because she's always thinking in a way beyond everyone else, both as the leader and as someone who is portrayed or seen by everyone else as perfect in their life, you know? Like, they think Monika can do anything. They thought she'd be, like, on the student council or in the debate club or something, instead of just running a little literature club. They always think she's just kind of above and beyond them, that she can do anything, and she will do anything. And they never really wait for her for things, and she isn't someone that you get to write your poems about. You know, you don't get to write them specifically to appeal to her, and they just kind of go to her to rely on things at the end of the day. She always has a lot that she has to think about, and a lot that she's always doing, like how she runs the club, but then also is taking up piano.
So even as herself as a regular person, she thinks in a way that's different to everyone else. That's kind of has to be above and beyond them because she's in charge. She has to think about all of them at once, and everything in her life at once, even though we know so little about it. Which also is fitting to this poem. But then, as well, with the way that she's talked about her epiphanies, and she leaves these little hints that she knows more than she lets on. Because she told us in her last writing tip to make sure that we save our progress. And that didn't, and she was like, that doesn't make sense. What am I talking about? And her hole in wall thing was about this idea of somebody of having an epiphany of looking through a hole and then realizing that she was the one looking out and someone else was looking in and everything was blind. And there was this like vision scarred into her mind before she could look away, before she could forget or go back to just being like normal, as if she'd just seen a higher dimension beyond the ones that she knew. And save me and load me about all these violent colors and like what it means to be virtual and be inside a computer, but also her own feelings. It's really fitting that she writes in this way, where her writing itself is like of a higher plane, low-key. Like that sounds really dramatic, but it's the best way I can put it. It's like on a different plane to the others. Not necessarily that it's better, but that it is just in working entirely in a different way. It's like she's seeing it from a whole different angle, from a different fucking axis. And I love that. I love that so much. But anyway, this poem itself, I forgot to talk about that because I was talking about how her poems work all together. This one is really... I like how kind of all of them today have ended up writing about what it means to be a person, in a way, and what it means to live. Because, this one is also, you know, again, more bittersweet than her last ones. Because Save Me and Hole in Wall were, like, really intense. It's like she was still reeling from the initial shocks of these feelings and realizations that she's gone through, of all this understanding and trying to understand it all together. Like, she couldn't wrap her head around anything. The first one for Hole in Wall was, like, the initial shock and that feeling of just suddenly realizing that there's something more out there and something more than you. And then for Save Me, it expressed physically for you the feeling of not being able to comprehend, of finding something beyond your comprehension. The way it had that stuff, like, what's it, like a turntable on a pizza crust or something like that, or I forgot what the other thing is on a chalkboard. All these things where you, like, physically, when you read it, your brain can't comprehend how that's meant to look or feel or sound, even though you know these familiar things that are being listed here, and you try to put them together and they either clash or you just can't make it. So it kind of just, like, makes your brain, like, hurt for a sec, because you're like, what? As it keeps going. You just, like, can't comprehend it, despite it all being made from familiar things. And these colors and explosions and everything, she's literally painting what it felt like for her brain to kind of explode in on itself like that. But then for this one, everything is slow, you know? The lines are broken up, but they're also longer. They, like, space themselves to take their time between each line, as if you are this lady who knows everything, just slow and steady, pacing yourself because there is no rush for anything. Whereas for Save Me, it almost felt kind of rushed because everything was intense and it held all these, like, sharp, snappy lines, with visceral feelings in them. But this is, like, you know, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. She's, like, kind of coming to terms with her place in the world. Which I think both fits for her, but also, like, as a regular person. Have you seen the last seasons of BoJack Horseman? I've seen some of them. I haven't seen them all fully, because I never actually finished watching it yet. I've been meaning to one day. But I've seen some of them, like, online and on TikTok and stuff. So it depends which ones you're referring to. Where he's reading a poem he wrote about death, and eventually comes like, I do not think I think I've heard some bits of the poem, but I don't think I've seen that whole thing, no. But yeah, it fits both for her in her position, but also for, like, any person, you know, this feeling of trying to figure out what it means to exist in the world and why you exist in the world, or why you should, almost, what your place is, your purpose, what you're meant to do, you know. And she's just a feather in the sky. You think of that when you see this little, like, word just all spaced out on its own, and you feel it, of just a singular tiny feather that is light. It's almost meaningless. It's nothingness. It's just barely beyond air, and drifting through the sky wherever it may go. If you blink, you'd miss it and it would be entirely gone. Compared to this woman who knows every single thing about the concept of the world. And here, in one hand, you can kind of imagine it that the lady who knows everything is you, but you can also take it as her. Salutations from Latin America. Hi! Hello! Good morning, good afternoon now, because it's 3. Hiya!
I'm nerding out, but you can kind of take it almost as both her and in the sense of her coming to peace with herself, because there's one part of her that has just experienced everything about the world and she's like horrified by it. It sounds like she's done some incredible, insane, legendary thing. She's gone beyond her own like reality. Everything is strange and wrong, and there's a part of her that is, you know, seems like she's meant to be some higher purpose or higher power right now that she's trying to grapple with, and there's the other part that is what she was before, which is just a person, or in this case, now that there is part of her that knows everything, there it feels like what she was or who she is on her own is lesser than what it used to be, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna start sounding really pretentious and crazy now. Is lesser than it used to be, because now that she knows all of this, she can't just be a person who's enjoying her life, because the person that she was is nothing to her. Like, that's a person who's just a feather in the wind. That's a person who just doesn't exist, who isn't real or doesn't have full thoughts, because now she knows beyond that. She knows the reasons and whys for literally everything that ever existed for her. There is no normal world now that she can just live in. The world isn't normal anymore. It isn't the same. Her previous existence is just, like, less. So I feel like the feather and the lady who knows everything are both aspects of her, you know? And in this sense, this part of them coming together, catching herself between thumb and forefinger, and talking to herself about how there is no meaning. All of these answers, I found all of them, and they amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. There is no greater legend, or even in her story, you can take it that way, that this whole game is not real. You know, there is no legend, there is no greater role for her here. There's just her. And she knows all of these things, and it means nothing, because this world is fake. This world is fictional. That's what she's found out. What she's found out is that there is nothing. She seeks you and to be a person, and all those things that she wants are impossible. All she can do is continue to float if she wishes to, so she just lets herself go. With a breath, she blows him back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Because she's come to terms with these two parts of herself, but it's also, rather than separating them into the one that is this monstrous being... For fuck's sake. Hang on. Ah! Hello. Sorry. My fire alarm was being tested, and when they used to test it, first of all, they used to do it on more consistent days, but now I never know when it's going to be. They change the day constantly. Second of all, they used to do it just for like a few seconds, but now they hold it for like a minute or two straight, so every time it happens, I have to stop and go make sure there isn't an actual fucking fire. Okay. Anyway, I had to run down my stairs to check. As I was saying, she comes to terms... Yeah, she comes to terms with both of these parts of herself. With both of these parts of herself and her reality. There is no longer this, like, you know, insane, monstrous role in the world that is bigger and beyond everything and knows everything. And also a lesser part. There is just... her who's found everything, but it means little, and the quote-unquote lesser part of her, this soft part of her that is just a feather, that is just an existence in the world, is kind of no better off than she is now. She knows all of this, but maybe it'd be more peaceful to just float in the wind, to just be that. And on one hand, it's kind of letting the old part of herself go, but also accepting the new part of herself and them as one. I like that, you know, she doesn't keep the feather there, she lets it back again. Because if they became one at that point, and she thought, you know, and the feather became wiser or something. Sorry, I thought I heard something. The feather became wiser or something. Then, like, it'd sound like both those parts of her are becoming fully one, you know? Like, she is the lady who knows everything now, but she's not. It's almost like she discards the part of herself in the past that she was clinging on to, that she just floats back into the wind. On one hand, you can take it as her letting herself just be peaceful in this world, but I know that's not all that it is. She can't just let herself be what she was before, because she's not. So instead, she's like, I'll just what I had before, it will just float. It will continue to be nothing, and I would just have to be at peace with that. There is no other option. I don't have another choice. I learned all of this, but it doesn't get me anywhere. Oh, I love it! I love her! I love her so much. Monika is and always has been my favorite. She's my favorite part of portrayal of writerdom to use in the fucked up soulbound lore. My fuck us love for DDLC in it. It's because of Monika. Yes, real. She has always been one of my favorites as well. This is why I say that like 𝘆cie and Monika are kind of really up there. They're always like beefing for faves for me. I love it so much. I love her. I love her. I love this game. I love this game. I love its writing. I love the characters so fucking much. I love its poems. Oh my god, everything is so peak. I love this game. I love DDLC. And also, I need to sip my water. Thinking about using her higher self for comfort. Yes, absolutely. She's using a higher projection of herself for cold comfort. Yeah, exactly. She kind of separates both parts of herself, and they're both comforting and also sad in the same way. It's again really bittersweet. Really, really bittersweet. Looking at herself, that is someone who knows everything, as a place of comfort, as just like, you know, this grander, older, wiser lady that reminds her that it all amounts to nothing. But also looking at her past self, it's just a feather lost in the wind and taking peace with that. I love her. It's so painful. All of her poems, like, ache to read. She's going through so much the entire time that I read them. I can't stand people who just think of her as scary and evil. Because even though there's, you know, things later that she goes through, or choices she makes that aren't the best, all of this, it's like she's been hurting this whole time. All of her poems are really painful.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. Hi, Soph might be.
I like your Starlight Lemon Purple picture.
But it was kind of in my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see.
I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional? Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures.
Oh, yeah, that! Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day! Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Monika! Okay, before we go on with this conversation, by the way, I am quickly gonna go and get some more water because I drank it all. I will be right back. One sec. let me put a little text and screening on. Where is all of my words that I write on the screen? Where is these words? There we go. This is a lie. I won't be 5 minutes. It'll be like 2 minutes, but I'll be right back. Talking amongst yourselves while I'm gone. Guys, have a conversation with Monika while I'm gone, okay? Be nice to her. Be nice to her. Keep an eye on her while I go get a drink. didn't realize that I left my mic on. I meant to mute it when I run downstairs. Hey! Hey, baby. Hey. I have a bad habit of running up and down all of my stairs even when I'm not actually in much of a rush. Which means I always end up out of breath. I'm noticing I get out of breath less fast than I used to now, though. That's probably because I'm working out more. Hello! Hello, philanthropy. Hi! I forgot, like, most of what happened because I haven't checked out for a while. No, that's so fair. I mean, if you want to check out the rest of the DDLC... sorry, I'm still... I get my breath. If you want to check out the rest of the stuff that you missed another time, then I've been streaming DDLC for all of this playthrough so far. And I have a little playlist of it on my channel. So you can see the last 2 streams as well. And I will be playing through to the end. And also doing some of the bonus content because we're actually playing DDLC Plus. But that'll be later. Okay. Peak DDLC. So true! Sauce! Okay, let me sip in my water. And then we'll yap with Monika again. Did you guys have a fun time with her while I was downstairs? She looks nice. She bet. No, she's wonderful. She does have problems. And some bad choices later. But as a person on her own, I'd say she's lovely. I'd say she's very nice. And she's being nice right now. I also have chocolate and candy with me. I forgot I should eat some of that. Because I'm kind of peckish. The reason that I keep doing these like big breaths, even though I'm not that out of breath, is like I'll do that and do all that like running that I just did, right? And then I get back and immediately start yapping and everything and voice acting the second I sit down, but that means I actually run out of breath. And so I have to stop myself for a sec, but I don't wanna, because I don't like sitting still doing nothing. Okay. I'm gonna count to like 10 and then lock in. Okay. Okay, you 3. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Why is my throat being weird? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase... Catchphrase? Sorry, Yuri. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Thanks, Yuri, for letting me know. I love Yuri. Yuri she stole my fucking joke. A fucking pathetic fallacy is a writing device. Is a literary device. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. 𝘆cie, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually, wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's all right. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm fucking saying, 𝘆cie! Speak your shit, 𝘆cie! If I was the MC, I would have gone home with her! I would have gone home with her! You're telling me she was that off? She started fucking crying because we were nice to her, and we didn't go home with her? Fuck's sake, dude. Fuck's sake, dude. Do not leave her by herself! Oh my god. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? I love when Yuri gets locked in over something. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people! Calm down, guys.
I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so whoa, Monika, you can't just move on. What do you mean everything is fine? You can't just move on from that. Dial that back. Pause, rewind. What? Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. 𝘆cie will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, 𝘆cie?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? They're so silly. Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? I'm useless. Every girl in this club is so moe when they're silly like this. I love it. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now 𝘆cie's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never give Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Yeah, they need Sayori to be the peacemaker because Monika is not good at it. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? I only wanted to hold you briefly. It's irreversible damage that I've done while passing by. I crash landed in your reach. I don't belong here. I don't belong in your atmosphere. Atmosphere? Oh, your atmosphere? Atmosphere? Here? Sorry. Anyway. Atmosphere? About that. I love Atmosphere! Yeah! I love Atmosphere by Ren Soto. It's my favorite of Ren Soto's songs, which is surprising, because I think if most people thought to themselves, what song by Ren Soto from Niji Sanji and's sixth wave Illuna would Yuri DDLC like, would Yuri DOKI DOKI Literature Club like, then most of them would probably assume that my favorite song would be Do Not Disturb, or perhaps even Monstrosity, or Wanderer, because they handle a much darker subject matter. Do Not Disturb is also particularly fitting for the way I isolate myself sometimes, although I'd probably associate it maybe with 𝘆cie in that regard. And Wanderer is a little bit more abstract compared to his others. Same for Monstrosity with the way it breaks up the music style that he usually uses. So you'd assume I like one of those ones. But no, I love Atmosphere. It's really beautiful. It's my favorite song by Ren Soto from Niji Sanji and Sixth Wave Illuna. And I, Yuri DOKI DOKI Literature Club, support this message that I made myself. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. She stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Emmy. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both 𝘆cie and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monika suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Why is my chair weird? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. I can't reach some of the low notes in the verse of Atmosphere, but sorry, I'll drop this bit.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's gonna give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on her butt anyway.
𝘆cie tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. She's so cute. All of the backpedaling to come with excuses, which could have just said, yeah, you can help me. If I recall, 𝘆cie, You mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Emmy may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So, therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. When Yuri gets all like sly, like this little look on her face trying to flirt with you, like, okay, Yuri, I see what you're doing.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Emmy to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Emmy to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Emmy, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm gonna go with... Oh, I hate this choice. I hate this choice so bad. I hate this choice so bad every single time I play. Okay. If we were on Natsuki's route, I would pick Natsuki's, obviously, especially because I know the scenes that happen for them here. I would love also to pick Monika because I love her, and I do think we deserve a chance to spend time with her. I think if I was playing any normal game, honestly, even regardless of Sayori's, well, actually no, I wouldn't pick Monika's when Sayori's this depressed. But if I was playing any normal game at this point, there's a chance I would pick Monika just because we'd never get any time with her otherwise. But I also kind of know for myself that you don't really get to pick Monika here. So I'm gonna pick Sayori. Because I can't abandon Sayori after that, dude. Do you see the way she left? She fucking cried. I want to spend time with her. I miss her. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... but Monika said
that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much?
No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? I don't like how she says that. I really don't like how she says that. If she meant like, that line is really... You can kind of tell from these lines that the other two are just, you know, frozen in time thinking of this as like an actual choice we're making in person. Whereas Monika's like, right, sorry, yeah, I guess that must have made it hard because you think about Sayori. But just think of who's in the club right now because Sayori doesn't count. Here we go. I'll change the options I'm giving you. Hey, girl. I love the writing for this game. In that case... Natsuki, I fucking love you, Natsuki, so much, and I really want to have your little baking date because I know it's really fucking cute, but because I'm thinking of Sayori right now for the most part, I'm gonna go with Monika, even though that also means I'm probably gonna say no, because that means I'll be helping Sayori still. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika, but like, you know, I never get to spend time with Monika. I want to know more about her. Hey, you picked me!
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us.
Huh? But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Emmy was the one who...
That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club.
Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives.
Excuse me!
Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika.
Yeah! We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone.
Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources.
So, are you going to do the right thing, President?
Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Emmy to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Emmy?
I don't think she's ever had an expression this blank before. And the way that, like, the music cuts out before that, and then it's just back to the default music while she accepts this fate. It's like, okay, do you have a preference? Oh, that hurts. I always need to put more lip balm on. I need to stop squeezing my voice so much for 𝘆cie, because I can feel my throat turning a little bit. I gotta get my lip full of cocoa butter so that I can kiss 𝘆cie when we go on our date. Lip balm on. I promise it's not the only reason I wear it. It's just one of the 2 reasons I wear it. So it's 50%, although it's more distributed like 90 and 10. Whew. Do you have a preference, Emmy? Yeah. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so I could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Just a minute ago, you were saying that...
That's because... never mind, okay?
Well, anyway, you'll be fine for yourself, right, Yuri?
Of course. I'm used to it, after all.
That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad.
So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't think that really counts.
What about you, Emmy?
Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
𝘆cie starts pouting too.
It's not... I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that.
Huh?
I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, and then nobody offering to help.
That doesn't mean...
𝘆cie glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look...
𝘆cie goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. I love gay people.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming.
I'm getting in! I haven't even made the cupcakes yet and I'm getting in before them!
Well, now there's only 𝘆cie left, so I guess 𝘆cie will have to keep speaking instead of Emmy. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That one by Renzoto from Nijisanji and Sixth Wave in Luna that you kept talking about. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
Thank you for spitting me out. Hi, Chewy. 𝘆cie Chewy. 𝘆cie releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by 𝘆cie's words. I love gay people! 𝘆cie, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things.
but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Oh. Guys, Sayori is so loved in every fucking aspect, even after she leaves. Like, this whole club is off balance without her, and they're all trying to fill in for Sayori's role and her presence, and I fucking love them. I also really like how Natsuki is way more thoughtful than a lot of people give her credit for, especially if people don't play her route themselves. She thinks a lot about everyone and their feelings and everything. She just comes off, you know, tsundere and blunt about it in her own way. And sometimes it does mean she's a little rude or a little harsh. But the whole time you can tell that she really thinks a lot, and she feels bad and backpedals a lot after she says her worst things, because she's worried about how people perceive her, how they feel on their own ends so much. And she thinks so much about how everyone else is doing. I love her. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah.
Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough. There is nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other.
Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gone home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me.
Oh, that's true. Honestly, you know, real ass me would do this as well. I would be stupid like this. I have no idea how that slipped my mind.
Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Yeah!
Sorry. Good thing I didn't overreact.
You better not make it weird or anything.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Wait, you're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over.
Alright, it's fine by me.
Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it.
Oh, didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this.
Wait, really?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So...
Alright, I get it. I love her! I love tsunderes anyway. I love Natsuki. Natsuki and her familiar, you also mean a lot to me. Right! I love her so dearly. And yeah, I miss baking. I love baking, and I think it's so perfect for Natsuki too. Because, like baking is such a cute hobby for her to have when you first meet her, and that is, you know, it's still cute. The way she makes her little, like, kitty cat cupcakes and everything and cookies, it's so adorable. But also, baking is, like, really precise. Once you actually get passionate about it, it's a really big task, and it's kind of more of a science than an art in the way that, like, cooking is and stuff. It's way, like, experimental. So I like the idea that she likes something that she gets to focus this precisely on. She's kind of a nerd in her own way when you think about it. Like how with her writing, she likes everything to be precise in an exact way. She likes it organized and clean and structured, and for you to understand the point straight away. So she's kind of the same with baking, where it's like cooking, but one where you have exact instructions for each thing and you need to get them right. I like it. Maybe she likes something that's predictable and organized because her, you know, her home life with her dad is kind of more of a mess. As well as liking things that just come out that she can just focus her brain on, and then they can come out cute and silly in the same way that she likes like a shoujo manga and poems that are kind of simple and actually just like understand your feelings straight up without needing to be complicated. I love her character. I just fucking love the characterization in this game, man. It's so good. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday.
What? Never mind.
I can't believe this! Natsuki's gonna be coming to my house on Saturday! Cook with your heart, bake with your blood, sweat, and tears, yeah.
Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it.
I shake my head.
Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this?
Oh man! Oh, I can't even focus on being moe with Natsuki because I'm emotionally scarred right now. That was a stupid ass noise. But I like doing tsundere voice acting. I love it so much because I like tsunderes. I like tsunderes, so it's I see I'm a nerd about this art form, you know. I know of 5,000 different ways to go in a way that nobody else can even comprehend.
It's not like we feel that way about each other.
Dude, if you're starting to say it's not like we something or anything, then you're already too far gone. You're already too far gone. You need to lock in and go and talk to Sayori, please.
Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time.
Uh-huh. Okay, let me sip in my water.
It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. I was just about to say that I bet she uses cute cow emoji and stickers and everything. Oh, I love her! I love you, Natsuki! I love you, Natsuki! I wish I wasn't filled with dread right now because I love this whole scene and I love her. But it is kind of a nice treat. It's kind of a nice little treat to go have cute Natsuki time before you get shot 57 times with a fuck you guy. In spirit. For context, for any gachi who doesn't know and hasn't played this game, we do have emotional scenes coming up, obviously, because, you know, Sayori is upset. So I'm, like, mentally prepared for sad things. But also, I know there's cute time right now. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. Dude, go to her house! Your neighbor! Oh. The MC's fumble in this regard drives me insane. Not even romantic fumble, like fumble of her as a person. You had a whole day. You could have gone to see... whatever. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Oh, I guess we do go over today. Right, yes, because that's where I don't know, how am I forgetting this when I have this fucking scene in my thumbnail? It might be stupid. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Emmy.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. Sorry, I was looking at her calendar on the wall. Because the dates are not interesting to me and everything, the way one of them scribbled out entirely. I'm really curious about that. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. So that would be January, February... March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Why is November all scribbled out? Huh. I like her plushies in this room, by the way. This fucking bird on the windowsill, what is he? There was also an Emmy plushie, which is great and goated, but what the fuck is that guy? I love him. He's weird. Where the hell did you get him, Sayori? I forgot that you guys can't see my mouse. I should probably turn that mouse back on in a sec. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. Has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see 𝘆cie today?
Yeah, but... wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today?
Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
Oh, so it's just me and 𝘆cie then.
Hi, Charlie. Hello.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Emmy. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been?
This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here.
You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Emmy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Emmy? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is...
Also, by the way, Charlie, I thought that, but also December is not crossed out. So, like, that's why I'm curious about it.
I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Dude. Yeah, Chewy, MC is denser than a brick. Like, I've been saying this throughout this whole thing. And obviously, I've played this game before, so I spot a lot of the signs of Sayori's issues and all of their, like, characters way earlier than the MC would, because I know what I'm to expect, so I'm looking for it, like, in all of the signs that are there early on. But also... Oh my god, it's so frustrating the way that the MC just kind of didn't clock any of this. How have you not Sayori this longer and just now hearing this? Right? Like, I know it's been way worse for her, like, way more intense for her lately than it was before, but, like, dude, MC, it's right fucking there. She's right there. You've known her all your life. It's right there. It's not hard to tell that she has more going on, even if you can't tell the full extent of it, you know? Because, like I said, even in her very first poem, these kinds of things about her were clear. And especially when she had that one, like, bottles. Dude. Oh my god. And there's so many hints of her issues as well. Like, it's so clear all the time that she's not just, like, silly and lazy and forgetful because she's lazy and forgetful. She's, like, struggles with remembering these things and, like, keeping on doing things because she doesn't, like, have motivation for them. It's so clear in her. I love Sayori, by the way. I would have seen the signs because me, exactly same. I've been saying that this whole playthrough, I went into this expecting like, oh yeah, I'll get to play DDLC again and reappreciate it. I did not go into it expecting to realize that I'm a Sayori Kinney, but I've realized it a lot throughout this playthrough, man. But it, like, she's so real. But yeah, I was talking about a lot of this when we first read her first 2 poems, and I tried not to be too direct about it for anybody who hasn't gotten to all of these parts too. But it's like, it's so clearly there in Sayori this whole time, and I think it's so... it hurts the way that the MC doesn't realize it. I like you, so cute, thank you. But I also think in a way, even though the MC is dense as fuck, and it's kind of frustrating when you can, like, you know, we can all see it, even aside from you guys having my extra yapping on why I spot all these things about them, it's really clear, I think. But also, MC gets less of an excuse because they've known her all her life, but I can understand why someone would miss those things in Sayori, or at least not think that they're this intense, you know? Especially because I think in a meta sense, which makes sense for this game, of people playing this game not going into it expecting they'll have to think much. Like, I talk a lot about the way that a lot of people who played this game when it became popular were people who were not interested in this genre of visual novels, especially like otome type things, like dating sims and cute girls doing cute things worlds, at all. In fact, a lot of them, aside from DDLC, would disregard this genre altogether and never play something of this kind, but only play DDLC because they heard about it and heard about it as being something with like crazy scares or cool moments in it later, right? So when you go into this game, you don't expect to have to think to that regard, aside from maybe thinking about scary stuff at the end, if you've been warned for that. Like, obviously, a lot of people who see it as a cute game first, as it is intended to be, expect it to start off cute or maybe to be, like, you know, have a plot twist. But a lot of people think that until then, all of the writing is going to be superficial. It's just going to be superficial and cute and silly. Sayori is your cute, silly childhood friend. Maybe sometimes she worries, but at most, she's just a little baka. She's a little baka dere. She messes stuff up and she does things clumsy so that you can help her, and that's cute. But if you choose to just accept that at first, like on surface level, you choose not to think about it, then of course you'll miss it. But like, it's right there, as long as you just let her be a person of her own. And the MC doesn't, and that's why it hurts so bad. Because I can see this as a real person not seeing those things in her, but that means that for all of her life, he's been disregarding that much about her. And that hurts so fucking much. She's had all of these signs right there. Like, she's been trying, you know, obviously so hard to still be happy and whimsical for everyone. But also a lot of her life is just trying to do her best to get through it day by day and find little things that make her happy and appreciate them as much as she can so she can keep living all she can. Because it's the only thing she knows how to do when everything else, all of her thoughts are so heavy and exhausting. So she just does her best little bit at a time and enjoys life that way. But like... Sayori... But like... It's all still right fucking there, man! It's right there. If you're her childhood friend, you should know better. And the amount of times that she's so honest with the MC as well. That she's so honest, but they just miss it. And that also is kind of why it hurts me, because I can see that real, because I've had it happen to me as well. Especially because there are times that why I'm like, wow, Sayori's real as fuck. Where it's not even just that I'm like, oh, I want to be happy so people don't worry about me. But times that I feel in my sense that I'm... Sometimes I think a lot of you guys will feel this if you're this type of Sayori person as well, where like you express something to someone in a way that it feels kind of pretty direct on your end, that you're kind of straight up saying, yeah, I have this issue, but this is why I don't think about her. This is why this thing, you know, like, yeah, you know, I just don't bother with thinking about my uniform in the morning. I'm just here. I did my best day, like Sayori did. And then someone just goes, yeah, that's because you're dumb and you're silly and dumb and don't think about things. And you're like, right. Yeah, sure, that. Like, she expresses these things right to his face, you know? How do I never know what he's supposed to be doing there? Sorry, but that's crazy. That maybe that's not how you should word that. But yeah, she's so fucking real. She's so fucking real. She's so fucking real. Oh, God.
How is it possible that she kept this from her the entire time? Sayori did not even keep it from you. I feel like the MC kept himself from knowing. He didn't think about her in this regard. He took all of her at surface level, even when she wasn't just giving him that surface level of her. He's had every opportunity to know her further. But also, at the same time, I know that Sayori's feelings have been, like, amplified so much lately. It's all suddenly come crashing down on her, you know? Whereas before, like you said, she was, like I was saying, and I got off, sidetracked from my point, she was kind of just doing her best in a way that can mask it more, but they still should have known something was up. Even if now it's way worse. Man, yeah, MC-kun sucks. You know, if they date, their relationship will crumble. Exactly! Like, I want to date Sayori. Sayori, you should not date the MC. Take me, Sayori, please. Date me, Sayori. Real me. Please, 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 I beg you. I will treat you better than him. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Kind of, yeah, but she also said that! Like, 20 times within the last 3 days, dude. Whatever. Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost... So... I'm being so mindful right now. Oh, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off right now. Betrayed? 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 Dude, I don't want to read this line. I forgot about this line for a sec. I knew something like this was coming up. I knew that he gets mad at her here and it pisses me off. I remembered that, but I didn't remember what the exact line is. I think it's because it makes me so mad. This one fucking line, I hate this so bad. Like, the MC for most of it, it's just kind of dense. Like, they're a little dumb, but I also, in a way, in a sense of, like, a meta-sense, I kind of like the way that the MC is dense, because, like, I'm being really mad about this for the writing. But, like, the game characterizes really well, especially for Monika and her sense of being out of place, right? So the MC a lot of the time is dumb because that's how an MC in this kind of game is. They're dumb for the sake of you projecting onto them and just thinking, what? I don't know what this poem is about, even when I yap about it and connect with the poems. Even when I see Monika's thing and I can see so much of it that's related to her, the MC has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. So they're just like, that was kind of abstract. That's weird. So sometimes I can appreciate why the MC is so dumb and blind to this stuff, especially because in a game like this, you're not expecting any of these higher thoughts. You're not expecting to think any further. However, fuck this guy! Fuck this guy! Do not fuck him, Sayori. I need to throw him out your window, Sayori. I would slam his... Yeah, same! Oh my god, a good OC post. No, you're allowed to OC post all you want. Let's do the one to Ayumi. Yeah, exactly. Ayumi go to save her. How is he making everything about him? Exactly! Just be fucking normal! Just be fucking normal! Oh my god, that's not how you talk to a depressed person. Just be fucking normal. Just support her. I don't want to read this line, but the others after it won't make sense. I straight up don't want to read it. Sorry. Even in a normal case, right, talking to someone about your feelings and your struggles is really fucking hard. Only to, like, you know, because that's, like, kind of a really common thing, again, that he kind of sounds like a real person here. It's not like he sounds unbelievable, but it's still fucking insane. It's still fucking stupid. But he sounds like a real person, because that is something that a lot of real people reply with, but in the worst fucking way. That I know a lot of people experience something like, say, they're with a partner or with a family member maybe, and they confess to them an issue that they've been going through, and they're like, why didn't you tell me then? And that's the worst response to have, because it just feels like you're bad not only for having these feelings, but for expressing them or something. Maybe you should have further kept it yourself. But with Sayori, the way that she's saying for her entire fucking life, for her whole fucking life, despite this guy knowing her basically from the fucking womb, and being with her all the time. He's never known any of this about her because she's tried so hard to just be happy so that everyone else can be happy and not think about her, not worry about her, because she's just, everything hurts for her and she just wants everyone to have a peaceful life and not to make it a problem. She just wants to not be a problem and just let her friends be happy and see them smile. And she said that, and so it's been hard for her this whole time. And this guy, this cunt, has the audacity, the fucking audacity to turn to her and say, how could you keep this from me? It feels like I've been betrayed as your friend. Betrayed! Motherfucker, you were the one who betrayed her! You are the fucking one betraying her here! She tried so hard all of this fucking time to tell him how she was feeling. She told him, and she told him in her own way because she didn't want to become a burden. And he, every single fucking time, he turns her down and says, yeah, Sayori's just stupid. Other people talk to him about Sayori, right? You can tell when everyone else in the club is talking to him, talking to the MC, that they'll be like, oh yeah, Sayori does this and this and this. Or Monika will be like, oh, you should think about Sayori, right? And then he just goes, nah, Sayori's just fucking stupid. Sayori's just dumb. Sayori's just dumb. She doesn't think anything. She's just my dumb little childhood friend. You shouldn't overthink it. We don't have any relationship. She's just some dumb idiot that follows me around. She's just dumb and doesn't think about anything. And then Sayori spends that whole time expressing her feelings to him, only for her to finally come clean and try to say, I'm depressed and life is really fucking hard and I do everything for your sake. And he's like, you betrayed me, bitch! I'm taking deep breaths. In for 7. Out for 11. Anyway. I become British one more time for the correct reason. Exactly. Oh my god. It feels like I'm betrayed as your close friend. Do not put my fucking name on this! Because if I knew, I would have done I'm gonna start voice acting this guy so he's not me, because this guy is not me anymore. I know as well that this guy's point here, right? It's also even further part of why this pisses me off, is that he's saying, like, if I knew, I would have tried to help you. I can help you and like heal you and support you. Why didn't you not tell me? You know, I'm your friend. You should trust me. But that's still him making it about himself. Still him being a fucking prick and being really insensitive and just saying it's about myself and I can just fix that. Because this guy still has this mindset that he can fix Sayori. Because he's always doing that. He thinks that Sayori just does dumb stuff and he can help her. And how dare Sayori keeps something from him when he could have just helped her instead of her bottling it up as if he doesn't understand. But he doesn't, because he's doing this. But anyway, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Dude! Oh my god, he's such a prick. He's such a fucking twat. Like, actually. Like, he's actually such a twat. He's still making it about himself. Even now, when he's saying all this stuff about helping her, he's still making it about himself. And she just said that her whole issue is she doesn't want to burden anyone, right? And then he goes, oh, but you should have told me. You betrayed me by not telling me. And if you did, I would have worked hard every single day to try and make life perfect for you. You said, it's like he's lining up a perfect combo of all the worst fucking thing he says. Dude, you're rolling a fucking turkey and we bowling right now for strike, strike, strike on every single one of her worst fucking fears that you just affirmed. I hate this guy. Anyway, the British version when you're angry is really, it just, oh my god. It's not even just when I'm angry as well. When I'm just particularly baffled. Because if I happen to be like, I don't want to say talking shit, but if I happen to be, I think I said the other day, like talking about something, I'm trying to like school myself back into being normal again right now. I think you can hear the transition of my voice. If I'm particularly baffled by something, like say if someone sends me some crazy drama they saw or something like that, and I'm talking about their friend, then I become like super British while talking about that as well. Got an 18 crappy words. I'm sane! I need to drink some water. Deep breaths. I'm trying! It's like so hard. I love Sayori so dearly, man. If I was in Sayori's position and someone said something like this to me, well, I was about to say what I do, but actually she'd probably do the same thing because she couldn't do it later. If I was in the same as Sayori's position and someone said this thing to me, I would stop talking to them. Either I'd stop talking to them, or I'd just stop opening up my feelings ever myself. Like, what the fuck else are you meant to do? Okay. I'm fine. It's not real. It's not real, Emmy. It's not real, Emmy.
You don't understand at all, Emmy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head.
That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else, too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
Oh, this fucking guy. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayer. Oh my god! It's not real, Emmy. It's not real, Emmy. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. Oh my god! I can't do this. I can't do this. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Emmy. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Emmy.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Emmy.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No! Don't do this to me! Please don't do this! Emmy,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. Hi, Serena. This is about time to sparkle. Sayori confessed that she has depression, and the MC has the worst possible words to her. She confessed that she has depression, and only for the MC to go, "Why didn't you tell me? I feel betrayed as your friend." And she said, I don't tell anyone because I feel like I don't want anyone to worry about me. I just want everyone to be happy. So I keep all these things to myself and try to be happy and support everyone because it hurts so much when people worry about me. And the MC goes, "Yeah, well, you should have told me because I would have worked really hard every single day to try and cure you." And I raged about him for a bit, and now she's crying. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. You're not! Sorry. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. Oh my god, dude! It's not like she has a fucking cold. You can't just cure her like that. Depression obviously is something that can be cured. It's not like she said she's like fucking autistic or something and it can't be cured away. Like, it's not like she said she has an incurable disorder or something even. Depression is something that you can overcome. However, this guy so clearly comes from a place in the world where, like I said, he just never thinks that he'd have to think this hard. He doesn't know how to not be a superficial protagonist who thinks that he can just fix things. Because he's like, yeah, I'll just figure out what I have to do, whatever thing I have to do for it to fix and Sayori to be happy again. But also Sayori's telling him that she's never been fully happy. This has been always a part of her. Like, you just need to support her, man. But instead of that, he's just so determined to just make it go away. I had depression the way he talks physically. Yeah, exactly same. Recruit this dude for autism speaks. Exactly. Yeah, he talks the same way that people do when they realize they're autistic and someone goes, "It's okay, I'll fix it." Like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. MC is definitely written to be a teenage boy. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, again, as much as the MC pisses me off, on a meta sense, I actually really appreciate that about the character as well. It separates him really hard from you in this way, in a way that is very painful, because it feels like you want to reach through to Sayori, and you know her deeper than the main character does. But the main character is literally just, he's a light novel cute girl's protagonist. This is all he knows. And I hate him, but this is also all he knows. Oh, God. It hurts. It hurts to read his fucking voice lines. I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go. What did I just say? What did I just fucking say? Whatever. Exactly, he's acting like Sayori has a toothache, dude. She told you that she's been clinically depressed for her entire life. You can't just say, I'll make it go away. Because you can't. You can't. And the thing is, again, you can overcome depression. That's possible. Especially depending on the kind you have. You can move past that and grow. But not like this. Just giving someone these empty promises. Also, yeah, Charlie, please, I appreciate the lyrics you're getting at, and it's real as fuck. I would like to hide his body, but slow your roll a little bit, because it comes off a little bit like spam. And it's tricky to filter. But yeah, do you wanna help me hide a body? You're good. But yeah, what was I gonna say? You can't just, giving someone just these, empty, false promises of, I'll make it go away, I'll fix it. It's, the worst thing you can do, because you can't do that. She might still cling on to some of this depression and this trauma for all of her life, even if she becomes happier, even if her life becomes more fulfilling. You can't just poof it away. So just saying you'll make it go away, all that says is that you just don't actually get it. And she's still alone. It feels more isolating than she even was before. Because she tried to tell you, and all you said is just, no, I'll fix it. It's just a thing and we can fix about you. So now all she's realized is that, I tried even then. I was more selfish and tried to give him these feelings. And now all he's going to do is work hard for something he doesn't understand and he doesn't get it. So I'm more isolated. But he's going to try and think so hard that he has to do something and work all the time and overthink about me. And I'm just making life worse. It hurts so bad. Bro, someone picks my orange cat off a brain cell. Yeah! And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I need him to stop. Again, emphasizing the thing about how he really does just feel like a character from this type of generic, the generic version of this game that is out of his depth with the way Sayori is now. Because these lines about, if something bothers you, you better tell me. If she was just a little bit sad sometimes and, didn't want to tell him when she was a little upset because she thought that she was the happy guy of the group, then being like this and being like, no, you'd better tell me because I want to be selfish too and I care about you would make sense. It feels like a regular anime. But Sayori's feelings are so much more complex than that. And he just doesn't get that. He doesn't know how to be more complex. Oh my god. So he just sounds like a prick now, because he's again shaming her for not telling him. I'll get mad if it... Oh my god! Every time I say something about him, he then goes and, emphasizes it in the worst way he possibly can. Incel dude bros who don't understand women can read this and unironically think he's spitting fire. Not understanding anybody. Yeah. That's also something that's really painful about this game. That a lot of people who play this do relate to the MC here. And they're like, no, he's doing his best. And I'm like, no. The best way I can appreciate the writing here is that it works on a meta level to make you feel awful with the way that this game is really intentional about a lot of that stuff. It fits. However, I hate this guy. Fucking joking. Right! He's just shaming her again! I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Emmy. The only time I'm feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with? Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking. I know that right now with this line. I know that right now with this line, he's like trying to be supportive, right? Like that makes sense. This line is one of the ones again where it's like I know that he's trying. He's like, how would you like me to spend it all with you? You know, you wanted to be close to me. Like, yeah, we can do whatever you want to do. But again, she literally told you, dude, that the worst thing is that she feels fucking selfish all the time. You can't just be like, what would you like for me to do? She's told you she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know how to make decisions. She doesn't know how to let herself have things. It is like, at the very least he could do at this point is just say like, I want to spend these like time with you and all this stuff and make it feel like his own decision. It's so easy. Just make it feel like it's your own benefit. You can't just tell her, yeah, decide how for me to spend every single second only with you. Like at least, dude, let her, you know, understand that you enjoy her and everyone else. And you have a happy life aside from her, but also want her to be included. It's not hard. Oh my god. I think it's God's gift to her. Right. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice, then.
Yeah. Saria wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for 𝘆cie to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You'll understand, right?
No, this guy doesn't understand a thing, Queen. Why would you say that loud? Right, why would you? Oh my god. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. You're making her sound like a burden again, dude. He could have just stopped, thought to himself, and then been like, by the way, you could come help me and 𝘆cie, by the way. We're gonna need an extra pair of hands. Come on, you haven't been, you like, yeah, you know, it's been a while. Let's go do something together. I want some extra help with baking. It'll be yummy. Come. Just give her the option. Yeah, exactly, rather than fucking guilt-tripping her all the time. Just give her the chance to open up into something and make it clearly not a burden on her or that she's overwhelming you with stuff to do. But instead he just guilt-trips her into everything. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. These are the parts where I don't, how do I put it? I don't sympathize with him. Well, I don't empathize with him. I guess empathy is actually the better word. Like, I understand this guy in the concept of him being a character and not being me. That he can't possibly understand this. And I hate that. It hurts. But I also love it for DDLC. I love DDLC, but oh my god. But I'm trying my hardest. Not hard enough. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. It's so easy. You're not being selfish. I'm offering because I like spending time with you. Exactly! Masterpiece in rage bait. Yeah. 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 Oh my god. Whew. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when 𝘆cie is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely gonna have a great time to... That's your takeaway? Whatever. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Sure, man. Sure, man. Whatever you say, dude. God, this fucking guy. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting 𝘆cie's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Yippee! I love her cute outfit! Her casual clothes are so fucking cute, man. I love her. I want to draw a billion outfits for 𝘆cie. And like cute little J fashion. I love her so much. I love her so much. I love her so much. Oh yeah, YouTube filters can be really annoying. Sometimes that just happens. It happens to a lot of people, unfortunately. Especially if you've like spammed something or something consistently. And it's really common with timestamps as well. I know Chewy has to go through posting everything a bunch of times. And Metal has to do that a lot as well. When Metal posts timestamps for 𝘆cie, she has to like either repost them a bunch or get other people to post them or post a little bit of it and then tell people to go like filter by newest for the rest or something. Nightmare.
Kawaii!
Yeah, okay, we're gonna focus on what's ahead of us, because I don't want to think about the rage rate of the MC right now. Now I can think about how cute Natsuki is!
Stop!
Hey. By the way, random detail. I love the clouds in the back, how they've clearly been done with like a cloud brush duel of this, but it kind of looks like some plane was going fucking crazy in the sky here. Look, because you can see like these like, you can see like little loop-de-loops in the left side, like the big puffs that they've shot through, and then like this big line and everything. Like, there have been planes going crazy. There's been a fucking plane show in the sky behind our house. Said I'm gonna grab him by the neck and shake. Yeah, okay, real. Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. This is a bougie fucking house. I just realized that. Like, I knew what the house interior looked like because I played this game before, but I'm only just processing now how expensive this shit looks. Oh my god. When you have obnoxious-ass decorative dishes on the side like this, and like a shelf just for those, you know you're spending too much money on your house. That's fucking crazy. This little like sliding part. Oh my god. And this fucking fridge is huge. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. It's gonna be a family of 150k minute. Yeah, exactly!
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. I need to drink more water. Sorry, I was screaming too much about Sayori. Give me a sec. Okay. I screamed and then it makes it harder to do a squeaky voice after. Especially one where I'm like enunciating extra carefully for the tsundere bite that Natsuki has.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Oh, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. We're already here, King.
What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Emmy?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? Since you had a cute girl in your house, bitch! You owe it to me to be a gentleman after the way you just treated Sayori. Fuck off. I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
What? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small, and also better than other people. But... Geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started, or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid! I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like...
Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. You think Yuri's sexy? Huh? Huh? Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about that, Natsuki? You want to talk about that? There's a word for people like you, and it's one of my favorite words. Hi, Natsuki. Hey, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about Yuri? We can talk about Yuri. I gotta go. Bye-bye. Have a very lucky day. I ate glitter glue. That's a wonderful username, by the way. I didn't realize it. I didn't know how I didn't notice that just now. Until just now. Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki.
Forget it! I didn't say anything!
I should apologize.
Eh?
I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours.
How would you know that anyways?
Just trust me on this one. I spend a lot of time on the internet.
Gross!
Hey! Was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Emmy.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. I'd say like that every single time when it's the first word in a line, because I haven't read the rest yet, so I just default to my usual voice acting. Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Yeah, it looks messy. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Emmy, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun?
I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. I love your vids. Thank you. Thank you. She's so cute. Just like I said before as well. She thinks so much about everyone and about everyone having fun and having a nice time. She just does it in a totally different way to Sayori, you know? Rather than the way that Sayori totally disregards herself for everyone else's sake, Natsuki, like, she thinks a lot about other people enjoying themselves and picking what they want to do because of her own feelings. Like, she knows for herself that she likes exactly what she likes and doesn't like being judged for it. So she always goes out of her way to make sure everybody gets to have whatever they want. I love it. It's like it's expressed in her poems, but also in her actions like this. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking, it's just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Hello, Kiria Kage-san in baseball. Hi. You came at a good time because it was cutie time now. Trying to get a kissy kiss. I'm going to give her a kissy kiss. I love her. That's my girlfriend. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk in a huge bowl for the icing. I love Natsuki!
What? Icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the wisp from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it.
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. She's real as fuck.
See?
As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
I don't want your gross fingers in my icing.
Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next.
I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. Their dynamic is so cute, man. I love it so much. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might.
Ah!
The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return.
Gross!
Also, yeah, Charlie, please remember that part of my rules is to stay on topic during streams, especially for gaming ones, stuff like that, because I can't really yap about entirely unrelated games and media while I'm doing it. Especially, please don't repeat yourself twice for something like that that's off topic, because then that becomes spammy. Pretty please. I want to see if I love their little fighting dynamic. I love when they play fight like this. Like, I really, honestly, low-key, I feel like the MC kind of works well with Natsuki specifically because of how tense they are sometimes. Because with Yuri, I mean, with Yuri, I know the MC learns a lot with Yuri, but also personally, because I think so much about Yuri's literature and everything when talking to her, it's kind of awkward thinking everything that I think and then seeing the MC be like, I don't know. And then Yuri have to explain it to him. And with Sayori, it hurts so bad because of how much he dismisses her feelings and doesn't understand it. Like, I've screamed about that enough. She can straight up call him out for being dumb. Like, yeah, exactly. Because Natsuki's blunt about these things. And her issues and everything. Like, she's blunt about this stuff in a way that the MC can understand. He like gives back her energy in play fighting and being kind of upfront with her and everything. So they honestly have a way better dynamic, I think, than most of the other pairs. She can call him out on it in a way that he'll probably understand, because her specialty is, with writing and everything, is trying to get people to understand once they actually give her the chance to listen beyond just her, you know, being kind of blunt about it, or being kind of harsh. So probably, if she actually talked to him about more of her deeper issues, he'd get it eventually, even if he's a little bit of a prick at first and he's really fucking stupid. Like, I don't like this guy, but I think he has a cute dynamic with Natsuki.
You got it on my face!
Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away.
Jeez. You know what? Take this!
Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger for shoving her finger toward my face. I don't read that as a sentence. You wish! I'm Foster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
She's so cute! She's so cute!
This is my treat. This is my treat after the hell we just went through. Let me see the image. Natsuki. Yeah! Guys, look at her smile. Look at her smile. I love this CG so much. She's so fucking cute. She's so cute. She's so happy. She's just happy. She's so cute and happy. To be fair, he is still a teenage boy. Yeah, exactly. That's why I hate this guy sometimes, but also I can understand why he's like this. Like, he feels real, you know? He's still just a dumb teenage boy, and that's part of why that stuff with Sayori is so frustrating, because he's just a normal fucking guy who didn't think he'd have to think this far, and that's why it's so hard that he can't understand her, because he, like, can't. He is doing his best in his mind, but also I hate it, and that's why it's so hard, and why I genuinely like the writing of the game in that way, but also it hurts. So with Natsuki, I feel like they're more on the same level as people, so in which case he can understand her more, and they can empathize with each other better. But anyway, I love her! Natsuki's semi-marriage went, now please! I love her. She's so cute. Guys, look at her face. Look how happy she is. You know? You know what I'm saying? Her little fang. Her little fang. Her cute little smile. She's so happy. She's just like honestly, genuinely happy. And her hair is so pink and cute. Like, her being pink is half of why I like her. I'm gonna be real with you. Along with liking the rest of her. Pink always gets bonus points. But she's so cute, and she's so happy, and she's so pretty, and I love her little kitty-shaped face, and her little kitty shirt. She's so cute. And also her holding her wrist against the wall is kind of Tesco. I love you, Natsuki! Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Okay, bro! He's got moves sometimes. Once in a while. What? She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. Her eyes are a little far apart here. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. Taskaru. Can this fucking text box go away so I can take my screenshots? Thank you. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cutie-ful. She's so cutie-ful. She's the cutest part.
What? Did you seriously just...
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. Taskaru. Natsuki, I really like you. I really like you. Also, by the way, this is an ugly ass shirt. What the fuck are we wearing? Ugly ass shirt. Taskaru. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Dude, you just licked her finger. You pinned her against the wall and licked her finger. What do you mean, how did the mood turn? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I think you didn't put the cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy! How could you make a mistake like that?
Oh, wait, that was me, not Natsuki. Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, no, it was Natsuki. Okay, I just mixed it up because I wasn't fucking reading the thing. You should have checked before turning the oven on.
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost.
Hi, Julia Lopes.
I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven.
And hi, Kiria.
Oh, I think you already said that. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened.
That smells so good!
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room.
Look at how cute they all look!
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these...
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever.
Oh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually.
Huh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
I love that reaction. It's so silly. Her being shocked, not because like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing, but being like, wow, I was like prepared for you to say something fucking dumb. I love her. I love her so much. Yeah, I'm having a wonderful day because it's Natsuki time, aside from the pain that I felt like 2 minutes ago. But Natsuki time, yay! I got Natsuki my Pinterest for you page. This is a sign that you should draw me on a date with Natsuki. Trust, /J/real.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute.
I'm not cute anymore.
Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well,
Natsuki's voice trails off.
same with you.
Eh? Did you say something?
No, nothing. Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle into each of the bags. She's so cute! I love her. I love her fucking dynamic. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute!
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. Should I draw Natsuki? Yes! She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together!
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite.
Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. Dude, you're talking about Sayori even now. Also, bestie. I know who's like focused on just this being like a silly conversation and then he thinks about Sayori, but can we run that back a sec, Natsuki? One cupcake is gonna ruin your appetite for dinner? Girl, hey, Natsuki? Hey, girl. Hey. And specifically with your dad. Okay, whatever. If she was here, she would probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway,
Girl! Red flags! I'm scared! Anyway.
Did I
actually skip her line just now? No, I didn't.
I was hoping we'd have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner.
Oh, already? I actually relate to Natsuki on this one. No, yeah, it's real as fuck, and that's why it hurts. That's why it's like, oh, Natsuki, hey, let's run that back. Oh, already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, you can probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Dude, you've been talking past her for so long. Please, she's been listening to you, but she's been trying to speak to you, and you haven't been listening to her. That's the issue. You are not listening to her. It's not a matter of her listening to you.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Yes, you did. I love your Natsuki voice. Thank you. I need to drink some water now because I've been yapping and screaming so much. It's coming less naturally to do this voice than it did at the start of the stream.
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Huh?
What you said before about not always having this chance.
It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you.
Emmy, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Oh, wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me.
I've felt it for a while now.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back.
Sayori?
Huh? Hi, Emmy. Sayori, just now we weren't...
It's okay, Emmy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't need any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later.
Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Oh, man. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Emmy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Emmy. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just...
Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Oh my god! I almost forgot for a sec how bad the MC was at this. Oh, I forgot that he was about to say some shit about how he's just gonna make her feelings go away again. And rather than trying to sit and understand what she's feeling right now, or further question whatever it is that Monika said to her. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm rocking back and forth. I need to mentally prepare for this. Oh my god. Also, yeah, I love Natsuki. Sayori just confessed to us earlier, by the way, for context for any gachi who just joined, that she has depression and has had it all her life. But because she's so silly and ganky and everything, for most of the time, the MC just kind of said, what? How could you have kept this from me? That feels kind of like you betrayed me as your friend, which is really bad. So Sayori took it very bad, even though he's trying to comfort her and say that he's going to fix it. And it's not really helping. He's been saying how he's gonna help it and do whatever it'll take to make her feel better. But he's kind of dumb and very naive and out of his depth with this. So he keeps kind of making it about this idea that he can just fix it or make it go away, and about him and him not knowing, rather than actually understanding what Sayori's going through. Oh my god. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Emmy. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori?
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori?
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Emmy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Oh my god, this guy thinks he's so cool. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said... Oh my god! I won't be rage baited. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods.
hi, Sassy.
Sayori, my girl. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know... Oh my god! It is genuinely so hard for me to voice the lines of this guy with my name on them. I love this game, by the way, and I genuinely love the writing of this guy and the conflict between these two, because it is part of the way that this game is, like, it's intentional in my, at least from what I can tell, and I think that's really cool. But also, oh my god, I'm going to go insane. I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give to you. Ah! Ah! Fucking hell, dude. Like, first of all, guy. First of all, dude. No, you do not. You do not know what's best for her right now. You don't even know what she's going through. You have not understood that yet. You have not understood that yet. You don't know what's best for her right now. You can't say that. As much as I know he's trying so hard to just give her whatever he thinks she needs in order to cure it and to help her just feel better. That's not how it works. It's not that simple, but he doesn't understand that. He still thinks that it's something that he can just make go away and just fix. Oh my god, that he can just fix like that. But it's not. That's not how depression works, man. That's not how Sayori works. But he thinks he can just make it go away by just dating her, or just saying, like, yeah, you're my bestie and I love you. But the thing is, either of these, even, like, regardless of our actual feelings or anything, in this situation, after saying all that to her about knowing what's best for her right now and saying, like, no, it's okay, even if you don't understand, I know what's best, either of these are not good options to me. Like, no matter what her or our feelings are, even if, say, we're, like, you know, head over heels in love with her and want to date her forever, her talking about all of that and then saying, it's okay, just stop. I know what's best for you. I love you. I'm going to confess to you now over this and say that, yeah, let's date and then you'll feel better. No, that won't work. That won't make her stuff go away. That's not how it works. It's not that simple. You can't just say that you're going to date and then she'll just stop being depressed, because Sayori will try to believe you off of you insisting that, and then she'll wake up in the morning and still be depressed, and it will feel worse because she will feel like, also just like she forced you into something, because this is the only time you're actually talking to her about your feelings because you haven't taken her seriously until now. And the other one is like, she just confessed your feelings to her and you said, I know what's best for you, and what's best for you is that I'm just your friend and we don't date and there's no chance, you just need to get over it. Like, both of these are bad. I can fix her. Yeah, he thinks he can fix her rather than just thinking that he can love and support her as she is and slowly help her, like, grow and heal and stuff and feel better. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Because the thing is,
I'm not even saying that he's not allowed to say that he loves her right now or say that he wants to be her friends. He doesn't, like, if he didn't have feelings for her, you do not have to return anyone's feelings, even if they are going through a hard time based around them. Even if they're being unrequited for her hurt, he's not required to love her right now, even though I do, and I will be telling her that I love her probably. It's just the way that he led up to it that makes both bad. Because he's presenting either option as just a cure for her issues, which is not how that works. What do you want from me? Yeah, it, like, oh god, it sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna say I love her, because I do, and I've done this whole thing around her, but oh my god. Sayori, I love you.
What?
Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we can continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
Emmy.
Hey, there's my thumbnail! Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me.
Emmy. Is this really okay?
Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again.
I love you, Emmy. I want to be with you forever.
Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit.
What is this?
Sayori?
I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Emmy.
It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time so things get better again. They weren't better in the first place! You can't just cure it, King. You can't just cure it. This is what I'm saying. He just said that he's gonna do the best thing for her. And just said, I'll just fix it. But that can't. She was always trying to preach in the way. Yeah, you can't just fix it like that. You can't just fix it. You can't just fix it. And now, because you said that it'll just fix it, now she feels worse. Because now she's realizing that this thing she wanted can't just make it better. So it makes her feel even more for herself. Like this is just, like she's just broken. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Also, this whole part is so painful. The fucking, like, the feeling of, like, that one, is it Jack Sauer thing? Like, it's still raining. Why is it still raining? I did everything I was supposed to. God. It might take some time for things to get better again. It's crazy for my first time watching gameplay on this game. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. If this is your first time watching this game, after this scene, I highly recommend you dip from this and go back and watch my other 2 streams of this game, because then you'll get context in the lead up. And we are about to change into the second act where it gets out, like, there's, you know, big shift for the game. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now.
Okay. I trust you.
Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh?
What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me.
I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best.
Hey, Emmy?
Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly.
Even if I get really, really sad, this is
Oh, God! Oh, fuck, man! See, this is why oh, it hurts so much the way that the MC tries to do this scene of just saying this is best for her. He's just saying that he knows best when he doesn't even know what it is she's going through, and now this is all that she has to cling to. This is the best thing for me, right? And like, no, it's not. We can't just fix this by dating. Also, yeah, her character is really cute. We can't just fix this by dating. Oh my god, oh my god. This is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what 𝘆cie means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, 𝘆cie?
I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me.
Yeah, I wish I'd chosen the friend one, but I also know that both of them hurt her. Because, like I said, no matter what you choose, like, the way he set it up is what is causing this pain. Yeah. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to 𝘆cie. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding 𝘆cie's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. They're never gonna be back to the way they were. Is that what 𝘆cie meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. 𝘆cie is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh, it's the day of the festival. The dead fucking silence when we don't have our cute little music and 𝘆cie coming up to walk with us. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with 𝘆cie, but 𝘆cie's not answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little bit too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes to myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. 𝘆cie is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. No spoilers, by the way, guys. Please, please. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as 𝘆cie about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with 𝘆cie and 𝘆cie at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Yeah, this unsettling silence compared to usual. Emmy! You're the first one here! We still don't have our usual club music.
Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like, and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring 𝘆cie with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. A dummy. You'd think that on days is important, she'd try a little harder. Oh my god, this prick. After everything she just talked about, you haven't realized that she oversleeps because she's... Like, she literally said that in text, that she oversleeps because, everything hurts. And she has no motivation to exist, but whatever. I say that, but I suddenly remember... There we go, what 𝘆cie told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Yeah, this is what I was saying, about how his reactions are kind of realistic in a painful way, you know? Because he's just used to thinking like that. Just accepting that 𝘆cie's stupid, and he hasn't actually ever challenged that thought and realized that she's been having deeper thoughts this whole time. He just wrote her off as someone dumb for all of his life, which is really painful. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Emmy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
How do you know about my exchange? Exchange? Monika, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did 𝘆cie really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Monika is being friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk.
Oh, yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized 𝘆ci's and 𝘆și's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I'm glad you like my PR saleswoman voice for her. It's very intentional. I'm glad you like it. I flipped to 𝘆ci's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Emmy? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else 𝘆ci's written. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get 𝘆ci, so...
Well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monika calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for 𝘆ci. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach 𝘆ci's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. 𝘆ci? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside 𝘆ci's room, I knock on the door. 𝘆ci? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. 𝘆ci! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. 𝘆ci wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told 𝘆ci I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what 𝘆ci needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 End.
Doki Doki!
That's not the end. We have the load game button right here. And the new game one. Look, see, we can load back right back to where we confessed it. Oh. File error. Characters such as 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿. This file is missing or corrupt. The save file is corrupt. Starting a new game. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Kitty, the part you're talking about is ages away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Yes, Yuri is the purple-haired one. It's an ordinary school day like no other. Like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Right, guys? This is how we've always been. Right? 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 There's always the anime club, but it's not like they bring any girls in it anyway. Oh my god, my stomach. I know. I know I'm playing this off because I know all these things that happen, and I'm doing it for the fucking thing, but this whole fucking thing. The way my fucking gut dropped as we went over to, because I knew what was gonna come, but it still hurt. It still made me feel sick. This whole part, like, what? This school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them are probably way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Emmy? Monika? Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. It is a free game, yeah. You can get it on Steam and also on their other sites. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Well, what did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monika say she? Hey, Emmy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Emmy. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Should we go then? I'll look for materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back! And I brought a guest with me.
Huh? That jump scared me too. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, 𝘆cie. But anyway, welcome to the club, Emmy.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls!
So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not! 𝘆cie. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently 𝘆cie, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Anyway, this is 𝘆cie, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
Notably not... I guess Yuri's vice president now, okay! It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like 𝘆cie. For any got you who didn't know, by the way, Sayori was vice president last time. That's why her presence was so fucking missing from the club, whatever. Considering how much they pointed out before as well, how peacekeeping with this club is so hard when they lack Sayori too, because she's so important to the dynamic of the club, the way they mesh together, making them all stay happy and positive and get along with each other and see eye to eye, and like meet in the middle. I can't imagine this club functioning without her. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Emmy in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna... well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Emmy?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and 𝘆cie sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Emmy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well... Yeah, okay, all of our saves are gone. They didn't just start a new save game. They got rid of all of the fucking old ones. Yay, awesome, okay, cool, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. I'm fine with that, that's fine. But on that note, I am going to wrap today up here. Because, you know, we just started a new save. You know, I've only got so much time. This is about time for me to end our DDLC time for today. And, you know, we're at a really fun, awesome point right now where we're just starting to join the club and everything. Yay! You know, honestly, genuinely, even despite having seen all of these things before, I didn't expect just how much it would viscerally punch me in the gut still, even now. Like, I knew all of these parts were coming. I knew that it would be reset like this. I knew that we'd lose Sayori. I knew all of this. That's the whole reason that I did Sayori's route, actually. Because I, like, you know, I am... Out of the three options you get, so aside from Monika, I'm generally Natsuki build. You know, Natsuki best girl. Even though I adore Sayori as well, like, so much. But I always do Sayori first, and then some more time with Natsuki afterwards, because I know I'm gonna lose the chance. But I didn't expect that it would hurt just this much. It's so painful. And I forgot just how fucking tense this whole part feels. Like, I knew, but it also, because I'm used to it, I thought it would just feel kind of like, oh, there it goes. But no, it's fucking chilling. It's fucking chilling. Seeing everything disappear like this, everything gone, all of my chances to go back are gone. I can't do anything. Sayori's fucking dead. She's gone. She's not even just dead, she's gone. Her character file is missing. In fact, a shower I discovered was Sayori. You were my shower cookamelon. Your shower cookamelon was a trauma, yay. In fact, with that saved, let's go return to the desktop. Pictures, what pictures did we unlock? I gotta be careful here because it has some of mine from my other saves too. I think if it's sketches, I'll be fine. I don't actually know which one is the new one. Oh, we unlocked the sketch of this CG. The first sketch of Sayori's third CG. This is eventually mirrored, making the final CG one of the only instances where Sayori's bow is on the other side of her head. That's why it's on the other side. Because they just mirrored the image. That's funny. Oh, if you attempt to load the save file after she dies, that's how you get this one. Ouch. Ouch, dude. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna skip over the rest because you guys can't see it. Oh my god. Happy thoughts.png. Oh. 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 Traceback.txt. Traceback.txt file. Command Quantum Server build 2.4 VM runtime. Container title DOKI DOKI Literature Club. Run date. Uncalled VM runtime exception occurred. Execution stack trace. File game script line 67 and script call character 5 main. Script character 5. I suppose that's where it was looking for Sayori and then it bugged out. Module call in new context main menu. Jump exception occurred. Exception. Oh jeez. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think... Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Attributions.txt. Huh. Ah! Internal insecure directory. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need access to files from the encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the thin client. Do not copy them here. Ray is working on setting up a proxy mail server so we can have proper remote communication without having to worry about the higher ups. Keep everything offline until then. Is that what the fucking mail thing is here? That I don't get any access to? That's interesting. The game's here with our saves, but they're all gone. Oh, I forgot that it tells you all the winning words here. Huh, I don't need that because I'm just goated. And characters. Yeah. Man. Man. Well, yeah. I hope you guys had a fun time with DDLC today. I knew we were going to hit this point today, which is why the thumbnail was what it was. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. It got dark quickly. It sure does. And we're only just getting started. But wasn't that a fucking experience? We had our cute little 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿 day too. Also, the way that if you use this wallpaper, Sayori just happens to be covered up. It's really painful for me. Like, I know it's just coincidence, but dude. Here you go. I'll put her here for a sec. Actually, no, I like my current one. Ah, man. We had our cute little 𝘆cie date, and we got through our 3rd poems, and we saw some really beautiful poems from them all, and also saw Sayori's one later. And we got our cute time and talk to Sayori and really understand everything about her. And I wonder if now you guys get to really see everything that I was talking about before, because in the very crazy time to come back, because in the very start of the game, you know, this whole time I've been yapping about all these things that I know about these characters and about the game itself, right? And I've been trying so hard whenever I nerd out about the poems to not spoil everything I know about them later, about these characters later, when I'm like, you know, analyzing their characters via their poems in the early game. But I wonder if all the things I commented on about Sayori make extra sense now for any of you guys that didn't know all of this about her. It hurts so fucking bad. It hurts so fucking bad. But if you guys want to hurt less, then actually when the stream ends, don't go anywhere yet, because I will be rating you into Made Mimi, who is my 𝘆cie actually, my 𝘆cie of VTubers, and she's drawing today. She's a really amazing artist as well as character designer. She's a mangaka. She has her own manga. She does costume designing. I meant to say that when I said character design, and animation. She's animated for music videos for a lot of cool VTubers and done costume stuff for them today and stuff. And today she's going to be drawing. I don't know what she's drawing, but she will be drawing. So if you want to head there, then once we go into the ending screen, don't go anywhere because it'll come up with a little button to send you to Mimi's stream and you can say hi to her. Please remember, if you're going to go to someone else's stream when we raid, make sure to read her rules first and treat it as her stream. Do not go in there and start yapping about DDLC or about me unless she specifically asks because it is her stream. But I'm sure you'll have a fun time and that'll be like aftercare for you guys. Because I know some of you guys are probably very mentally going through it right now. But if you head over to Mimi's stream after, then it'll be nice and comfy there. You can just hang out and watch her draw and calm down. But I hope you had a wonderful time with me today, because I did. Oh my god, it's such a fucking emotional roller coaster. I love DDLC. I love this game so dearly. It is so incredible. Like, it's so amazing. It's so amazingly written. All of the characterization is so good. Every single one of these moments, I think, leads into each other so perfectly. Because even like I was saying about how the MC, like, I hate him so bad during some of these times with Sayori, but I still understand him, and I still think it's really intentional, the way that this sort of dissonance between you and the player character during these moments, where it's like, you as a person, as a player, understands Sayori on so much of a deeper level than he does, and he can't do anything about it, because the MC is just an MC. You saw how everything just got reset before our eyes and his life just changed and his whole personality changed. And this guy is not reacting to anything about Sayori because he doesn't know. The player character is just as much of a script as anything or anyone else's. It's not us. It's not, you know, writing out our feelings. We are a person of our own. The player character is text. So, of course, when Sayori's feelings come, fully into light, he doesn't know what to do about them because he wasn't prepared for that. This guy is just written to have superficial feelings from his cute girls where he can fix them by dating them and win and get their happy ending. And he can't do anything about that. And it hurts so bad. I fucking love this game, man. It's such a good game. It's so well written. I love this game.
For the rest of the week, I will be doing karaoke on Thursday, by the way, because I'm going to be away for the weekend. I might do a little something on Sunday if I get back in time. I don't know. But I'm going to be away for most of the weekend this week. So we'll have karaoke and some chatting time on Thursday to have fun together. Other than that, you guys will have to see me next week. But yeah, aside from that, like I said, in a sec, don't go anywhere because we'll raid into Mage Mimi. Make sure to read her rules. And if you want, you can say Hyperspace Invaders in chat to let her know that we've come. But other than that, make sure that you read her rules and talk about her stream, not about mine. Not unless she asked. Because it is hers. But yeah, and that'll be a very nice place for you guys to go and be comfy. Until then, no. For now, what I meant to say is thank you so much for playing with me and letting me nerd out about this game. And I nerd out about voice acting as well. I haven't actually practiced crying in voice acting in a long time. It's really challenging. It's really challenging because when you cry and your nose is blocked, you sound really stupid. But also part of that is what makes you sound so vulnerable. It's really challenging. But God, oh, my fucking heart has been torn out to pieces. So I'm going to enjoy Mimi drawing myself as well to make myself feel better. For everyone else, for now, if your day's about to end, then oyasumi. And if it's just getting started, have a very lucky day. Bye-bye. Say hi to Mimi for me. Don't go yet.